Hello and welcome to the BYB podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys. And tonight for you, I have two special guests, not one, but two. Kenneth Pogue and John Jamingo. Kenneth Pogue does his own show on YouTube called Up in the Air Show. And John Jamingo, who does the Daily Jamingo. And also, what the hell is the name of your other show? Boomer Bunker. I'm such an idiot.
That's fine.
My brain blank. No, how's it going, you two? Welcome to the show. How's it going this evening?
I'm having a good time so far.
Awesome. Yeah, Kenneth, why don't you go ahead and tell us something else about yourself? What is your show about? What are you doing over there on YouTube?
I didn't think the show name through too well, because if you type in just Up in the Air Show, all you see is just a bunch of air show videos.
Exactly.
So you have to add the @ Up in the Air Show if you really want to find it. But the show, it's I liked the name, so I was really married to it. So because it's up in the air, we could talk about anything. Mainly, I would like to talk about music, addiction, depression, just real life shit,
Yeah, and you also got that jewelry show you were doing today. That was pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Apparently that's where you work and what you do. So why not live stream it, right?
Why not?
Yeah. And,
that's about it.
John Jamingo, he's got his own show on Rumble. And you do YouTube also, but it looks like the YouTube one's a little bit dormant. Haven't been using that too much.
I don't really use YouTube that much because, we do the Boomer Bunker, and the Boomer Bunker is with the Duchess and my friend Boomer Bob, and we talk about things that we see in the news and from a Boomer view is what we do. And apparently YouTube doesn't like us talking about certain topics. So the next thing you know, that we got banned off of YouTube. So we go to Rumble and Kick and those places that don't mind using free speech and let adults talk like adults.
Yeah, absolutely. We're streaming to Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time, and I mainly have the Rumble so we could back up anything that gets taken down off of YouTube. Because obviously, we're always playing with the fine line. Possibly could step over it at any moment with certain words and topics. Absolutely. Welcome, Mr. A. How's it going tonight, buddy?
Okay.
He must be feeling under the weather because he's not on screen. Under the weather, or are you under a pink blanket? Which one is it?
I'm under a man.
Oh.
Mr. A, if people out there don't know, is a power bottom, I believe is what they call it, or a twink, in other words.
Everybody knows.
Okay.
You guys,
I knew a power bottom. I knew a power bottom once.
Was he underneath of you?
No, he wanted to be though.
Okay,
He did. He really did.
That's not an admission. Nowhere nears.
Mr. A,
well-
you're power bottoming now. Is that why you can't turn your camera on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I mean, well, this is the sort of thing that might get us in trouble with YouTube. That is why we stream to Rumble also, because every once in a while he accidentally shows things on screen. He was recreating the scene from what's the name of that movie?
Pulp Fiction.
Silence of the Lambs. Yes, he was doing the tuck scene, the infamous tuck scene, and that got our first channel taken down completely.
Did somebody tuck their dick in Pulp Fiction?
No, I was talking about the basement scene when Ving Rhames just brutalizes him.
The scene
gags and ball slapping.
We can recreate that scene. That's fine for YouTube.
Are you wearing the mask? Are you in the simp suit?
No, I lost my mask.
Okay.
Oh, darn.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay.
Bobby Nick.
Yeah, Bobby Nick. I don't know if you guys have ever met Bobby Nick. He's over there on No Filter Andrew show. How was that, Bobby Nick?
It went well. It went well. What the fuck was that, Mr. A? Fucking.
New York. It's New York City, baby. I can't help. There's something going on in the neighborhood.
Oh goddamn!
I thought Mr. A just came.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was for Mr. A side for sure. Yeah, son of a gun.
I make a worse noise than that when I come. I go like this. Cookies.
As one
Yeah,
does.
but we're not getting to see your O face, and that's really what we came for, Mr. A.
Gotta see the O face.
I don't want to show you my orifice.
No. O face.
Orifice.
Or a face.
Or a face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we just got monetized Wednesday, so now we got all these super chats. Now we are mandatory to read all these people's thoughts. So we'll go through those here in a second. But absolutely. Other podcasts, they are cults. We're just a team over here at BYB. Come join the team, everyone. Come on over here and drink our Kool-Aid and join the team. We're not a cult. We're definitely not a gay cult. Like people have been saying, we don't appreciate that kind of talk. If you guys want to go join a gay cult, go over to Pod Awful or Red Bar or whatever, one of those discords where those people exist. We don't want nothing to do with that.
I hate Red Bar.
Yeah? Why such strong feelings?
It's just a douche. I could see how some people like it, but he's so hateable.
Yeah, he's wasting away as we speak. Actually, I've
So
been watching a little bit of. Yeah. He's got the cancer of some sort, but everybody like Pot Awful's been breaking him down and showing like he might be wearing some kind of vest underneath and shitting his drawers and wearing diapers and wasting away like how much smaller he is than like even last year.
Yeah, I've noticed.
That's how you come in wearing diapers, and if you live long enough, you go out wearing diapers. So it's the circle of life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if am I allowed to mention the chat because Misdemeanor has things. He's a crackhead, a diabetic, and a quadriplegic go on a podcast. Trying to figure out who's who. I guess
I'm the crackhead.
All right, and I'm the diabetic, and I guess Bobby Nick over there is the quadriplegic.
No, actually, Quad would be the quadriplegic. I think Jamingo, me and you are matched as diabetic.
Well, that's what I always say.
Yeah,
brothers and
neither one of you have to
sugars.
have your feet sawed off at any point.
Yeah. So I was over in Dabble Storian's Discord while I was waiting to come on here, and we got into the whole 9/11 thing. And now that I've been dubbed a truther because I got questions. I mean, I see something and I have questions, and if they can't explain it to me, I still have questions. But you're not allowed to have questions.
No, you can't ask questions.
You have questions, then I guess.
Well, I mean, if you read the 9/11 Commission report, then you'll know everything you need to know. There's nothing outside of that report that needs to be mentioned. That was 100% the truth, just like the Warren Commission. Same thing.
I was just going to say the Warren Commission. Yes, that's the same thing. Yeah, because you can trust the government. The government is they never lie to the people.
Neither can I trust the government.
The government.
Yeah, welcome Corn, welcome Rochi, welcome Chops. Maybe I'll send out a link. Somehow we're gay. Stormy, that's not nice. KB. Right, let's keep this going.
KB.
Good to see you, Kay.
Yeah, really nice to see you when we see you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Duchess, Egg Picker.
That's fucking cold.
Parking Tigers. Did Bex Rock leak the Quad Father's nudes? Oh shit. I hope she didn't. I've sent her like 100. That would be quite a catalog of beautiful pictures of myself and my penis, might I mention. Beautiful penis. It's the best penis. It's a beautiful penis. As Trump said once about me.
It's a beautiful penis. It's lovely.
Speaking of Devil Story, and go Kenny, you're doing great. Good. Congratulations on nearly getting 50 subscribers.
It's
Yeah, that's
52 actually.
Is that what you need to get? What do you need to get monetized in YouTube? What's the big
It's
thing?
500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I believe
Okay.
that's it. They lowered the threshold, so it is a little bit easier to get to it now. But there's two levels.
Yeah,
The
there's two
second
levels.
level is
Yeah, the reason why there's two levels is because this whole super chat thing is new. So for people just being able to get super chats, they lower the threshold to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. But to get ad revenue, you still need 1,000 subscribers. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't see why they don't just let 100 subscribers. I mean, they're still getting 30% of every super chat. So what do they give a shit?
I don't get it either. I don't
It
really get it.
doesn't
either,
make
yeah.
sense.
It's stupid. Yeah.
That doesn't make no sense.
I mean, on Rumble, you're monetized right away. You know.
Mhm.
See, I wanted to get to 50 subscribers so that I could stream from my phone, but then I realized last night, and someone told me that I could use StreamYard from my phone, and then I don't need to worry about the subscribers to go live. So I was like, all right, well now I'm a StreamYard guy. Fuck the YouTube app.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, but it's run by all these alphabet companies, so when you run into problems, there is nobody there that cares about your problems, even if you're huge and big, like Kevin Brennan sending out. We'll get into that later, but sending out tweets to the
10,000.
YouTube team like as if there's someone waiting by the phone to help you with your issues. It's like, no, sorry, buddy. You can send out all the requests you want. Nobody there listening to you.
Mr. YouTube does not exist.
No, there's no one sitting in an office waiting for your phone call. Smokey the Spurg, $4.99 super sticker. I love these super stickers. How you can't even see what the hell they are. I wish we could see it, because I'm sure it's probably like a beautiful little unicorn or LGBTQ flag or something along those lines.
Couple men spooning.
Here we go. Miss Demeanor. She doesn't have a very good demeanor, does she? A crackhead, a diabetic, and a quadriplegic go into a podcast. Oh, I see. It's a joke.
Oh, what's the end of it?
Yeah. They walk into a bar and say, ouch. Because that hurt, misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Not nice.
Apparently,
Ouchie.
Cynthia W. Apparently, I moisten her nether regions. Haven't done that in a while.
Wow.
Smokey the Sprig, did you see I got your wee on Comedy Shaman show? No, I did not see that. It must have been a Rumble exclusive, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it would have to be.
I leaked them.
Oh, how
very
dare
nice.
you!
So not knowing much, does this I mean, is there a picture of your nether regions out there?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You know what? I think I remember. I think one of your avatars is a kind of a happy face on a penis. I think maybe that's what he's talking about. I don't know. Again, I'm new to the
very
whole.
possible. Very possible. Yeah.
I'm new to the whole verse, so I don't know. Have I ever been to the Kutztown Fair? I have not. Sorry.
Oh, you know what? I haven't.
All right. Well, let's start it off. So the first time I was aware of you, Kenneth, you were on Stuttering John's show. How did that end up happening? How did that come together?
Oh man, I worked on that for months. I'm going to use the D word. John is very difficult.
I thought you were going to use douchebag as the word, but go ahead.
No, I mean, after I was on his show, I kind of actually liked the fucking guy, but you know, I fucked up the whole operation yesterday. I was juggling so many messages, and I accidentally sent John the message I was trying to send to Bob. Whoops.
Bob.
So I tried to salvage it, but yeah, Bob Levy, Barbara. Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, so I tried to salvage it, but then today I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just nuke the operation. I'm done. I'm exhausted from trying to deal with him. It's ridiculous.
Kenneth, I believe that you might be a double agent. I think that we are done.
Yeah. I really wanted that sound drop on the Shuli network. So, yep, looks like Kenneth turned on me. I really wanted that. Yeah, I might get it actually still, because yeah, we'll see what happens. I haven't watched it. I didn't watch his show today at all.
You trolls think that you can get over on me, but I am much smarter than you. I am a Mensa student.
Yeah.
I also go and I've been on two big shows, the Tonight Show and the Howard Stern Show. And if you trolls think that you can get over on me, you got another thing coming.
You can't beat this.
Sounds like a Judas Priest song. Kenneth, did you used to call in to Howard Stern show once upon a time?
No, like I said on John's show, I was never a big Stern guy. I think I told him that, like it was syndicated to KBPI, our rock station in Denver. So like I probably heard John on air, like that would have been around 97, that I would have heard it in the mornings when I was waking up, getting ready for school and shit. But no, I was a Opie and Anthony guy around, I discovered them like around 2010, because my friend introduced me to the Joe Rogan podcast when it first started. And then, of course, he was always talking about O&A. So I was like, I got to find out what this O&A is all about. And then I started listening to them. And then my grandma actually, she had bought me a Sirius XM, a little fucking thing, whatever it's fucking called. And then, yeah, I guess.
Used to have the little thing you had to attach to your car because it wasn't easy. It had like an antenna.
Well, no, it was
to it and all that shit.
Outside.
Well, it was, I think it was like a home device or something. So I had to go to like Best Buy after Christmas and get like the boombox for it and everything. But then that was great, because then I was able to listen to O&A every morning live, and I would hear Sam Roberts in the morning. That's where I got my little silly idea to start doing a show at 8 a.m. before BS show. So now I got to get my ass up at 6 a.m. every morning. I'm an asshole.
Yeah. What's the deal with that? Are you, who are you doing that with?
Just myself. It's just
do you know how long of a show it's going to be, or like some of the details?
An hour. Yeah. it's just a way for me to like wake up and get my brain working, because another thing I do in my morning routine, I'll play guitar in the morning, and it, just gets the brain moving. That's about it. But
you're gonna have to bust out that ukulele too, huh?
Yeah. I mean, this was the first day that I did a show before BS. So like, and then Shuli mentioned, he's like, oh, he's doing a pregame show for us. And I was like, yes, Shuli, you know what? I'm going to do it every fucking time now.
Nice, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much I wake up to BS show for the most part every morning. It usually ends about 5 minutes before I wake up because I'm a lazy piece of shit who likes to sleep in. So, but I'm on the West Coast too, so that makes a whole huge difference.
Yeah.
How about you, John? Were you an O&A fan, Howard Stern fan back in the day, or where did you love the Dabbleverse come from?
I live outside of Philadelphia. So when Howard Stern came to Philadelphia, I was there for the first day that he was on the air in Philadelphia. And I listened to him, and I've always had when it comes to radio or something, I always know a hit when I hear one. And after listening to the first day of Howard Stern, I said, he'll last here a week. So I didn't really know, but like I said, after a while, I was a huge Stern fan, and then O&A came in, and they were here for a while until they did the Sex for Sam, and then they were gone. So
They never came back after that?
Yeah, I listened to that live when it actually happened. I remember because I said, when they said that they were arrested, I said, I don't think this is good, and then they were gone. So that was the end of that, which was stupid for radio. They should have just left them on there. They would have been legends, absolute legends in the area. And then I lost touch with them again until Sirius bought XM and they merged. And then that's when I started listening to O&A again. But I'm a huge Anthony Cumia fan. I've subscribed to Compound Media, so waiting for him to come back.
Oh, you're friends with Pogue?
Yeah, we're all waiting for him to come back. Heal up fast, Anthony. I know he did one show, not this week, but the week before. Came in on a Wednesday, but it sounds like it's just too much of a hassle to come in from 3 hours away to do the show every week at this point. So it looks like we might have to wait till he goes down to South Carolina before we see the guy again. It's unfortunate.
I can't believe
I saw him post a picture of his gun. He's like, it'll be good to have an old friend down in South Carolina.
Yeah, I can't believe he can't get set up in South Carolina to do this. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be that hard.
His house is all fucked up.
No, it sounds like he got his house all squared away again. It's just the fact that he's building a studio like by his pool house, and they're just finishing up the studio part of it. There's a whole lot of speculation going on at this point of how that entire situation is going to work out with Compound and renting a place in New York versus having a little studio in South Carolina. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen, but you never know.
What are you speculating?
Sid Saraf, what up, fellas? I think, in my humble opinion, he'll get down there. He'll do some shows. He'll probably deal with the Compound thing for a while. I don't know how long his rent is for, but at some point he'll realize he can make more money and have no hassles, just streaming to YouTube by himself. Having people zoom in like everyone else does, and keeping it simple, and probably make a shitload of money, kind of like Brennan does, maybe more. It's very possible. He's definitely the most entertaining guy out there as far as this style of podcast. I know he does whatever. He does clips. He does topics. I know the Dabbleverse, whatever, they do topics, but they're just everyone's talking about each other, so it's kind of like circular fire.
Yeah, see, I'm not a subscriber to Compound anymore. I had a billing issue with them. Like, I would they kept charging me, but then when I would go into the app, I didn't have the premium. I didn't have premium anymore. Like, I couldn't access anything. So then I would message them on Twitter. They fixed it. And then it happened again. And then I messaged them again. And then they said, okay, Kenneth, we found the glitch in the system. And it was fixed. And then it happened again. So I just changed my fucking card. I'm like, I don't have the time for this fucking nonsense. It was driving me insane.
It also has one show on it now.
Who was that? Sam
sorry,
Roberts?
Mr. A. We can't
Oh,
really
man.
hear you. You got to speak up into your microphone or whatever. Get closer
Yeah,
to it, maybe.
what did fucking Mr. A break his fucking camera in the past hour since I did his last show with him?
Is he having technical issues?
Oh, now we got Chop showing up without his setup. What's going on here? Two guys without their regular setup.
Hold on. And I'm the crackhead?
Still working on the studio. Floor's still being done. All changes tomorrow, though. Can't wait for it. I miss my microphone,
okay.
guys.
Okay.
Yep.
These two outstanding gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome Dejois 2. Hey, Kenneth Pogue. I'm so excited about your bench streams.
Oh, thank you.
I assume that's the jewelry. Is that what
Yeah,
that is?
yeah. That's what we call it. It's the bench.
What kind of jewelry do you make? Like rings, earrings?
I fix chains, I size rings, I set stones, I do it all, brother. Back in Denver, but I mean, it's different out here in New York. Like we outsource everything because everything's in the city. Like we got the Diamond District. It's so fucking easy. But back in Denver, I would carve wax. I would do the casting. I would do the finishing. I did it from start to finish. Yeah. I've been doing it almost 20 years now.
Dejois 999. BYB is doing well. Yes, thank you. We are doing great so far. Absolutely. We got the super chats rolling in. Yeah, it's very grateful for everyone's support. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, by the way, guys.
Lovely ladies like Dejois.
So I get half of these super chats. No.
Yeah, no, you are not stuttering, John. Everybody.
You don't have to fucking pay me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, I did try to get Stuttering John on, or whatever, offered to go on his show, and he was like, "I'm not doing anyone's show unless I get paid." And then I was like, "Well, I don't pay for guests," and then that was the last I ever heard of the guy. So
yeah,
that's it.
No.
Must be straight for money. Shit.
I'm not paying anybody to come on here. I don't give a fuck how big they are. Maybe Joe Montana, but he's not going on shows for $100 or what I'm willing to pay.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
The thing with Stuttering
I was
John
going to throw shots at you since I reminded myself about football. Since you're a Philadelphia fan, did you enjoy watching your team get destroyed by the 49ers last weekend?
No, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. And the thing is that I think it really did expose the defense that we had. But okay, not that I'm making excuses, but the defense really pulled the team out 2 weeks in a row, and to be out on the field as long as they were, I just don't think they had it. I think they were spent. I think if they match up again, I think it might be a different story. Or at least it'll be a closer game. I really think it was just one of those games where it just got away from them early, and they couldn't stop them. I mean, it was ridiculous. Yeah. And then we couldn't get the I keep saying I hate when people do that. Philadelphia couldn't get the offense going. So, but we'll see what happens. The game. I don't care if they lose to the 49ers this week. Dallas is the game that I want to see them win. So
yeah,
I'll be in a shit mood.
I have a story about my betting on that game. So I did a 5-pick part. Yes, I almost said Phillies. What the fuck is wrong with me? I did a 5-pick parlay, and I went into work the next day just very mad at my boss because I got to tell you, John, your boy Swift, he let me down. I nailed everything, every prop bet I did. Swift didn't get the yardage I needed.
I think that they're trying to save him because I
put $5 on that 5-pick parlay. I could have walked away with almost $100.
Not a bad payout there.
That's 10 super chats or 20 if they're $5. So Sid Sarif says that Dallas is red hot at home. Let me tell you something. Dallas, to me, right now, they beat the bad teams by a lot, and they have a real problem with teams that are good. So we'll see what happens. And it's Philly, Dallas, so you never know what's going to happen.
Is it true that in Philadelphia, you guys take your sports almost to like a violent level? Like you get so passionate about it.
Absolutely, yeah.
They throw
Everybody-
batteries at people.
Yeah, everybody hates.
Oh my
us.
gosh!
And yeah,
Yes, they
you know who
do.
that was? First of all, that was this.
It's like a gladiator arena.
There was a player that they had drafted as a first rounder. He was in the minor leagues, and he came up here. And he wanted to leave, so they sent him to San Francisco. I can't even remember the guy's name. So he came back to Philadelphia, and he was out in the outfield. And he came in. He goes, "They're throwing batteries at me." And he's like, "What? Like double A?" They go, "No, the big ones, the D's." They were throwing fucking D batteries out of the stands at this guy.
Well, your
What did he do?
town. Well, your town also booed Santa Claus at the game.
Now we threw snowballs. Listen, when they threw snowballs at Santa Claus, I was like 2. All right, it was 60 years ago. But I'm not saying that they wouldn't throw at a get. Santa was drunk. They came,
Call Philadelphia welcome.
and then it snowed, and Philadelphia made snowballs. I'll tell you what, when it snows, and there's a game in Philadelphia, they panic because their snowballs are coming. They'll throw them at everybody. They don't care. It's a passionate town. It's a really passionate town about sports. Phillies, Sixers, Flyers, Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been out there. Yeah, if it's an afternoon game, they're extra drunk because they've been out there since 6 a.m. when the parking lot lines up, and they've been drinking since 6 a.m. If it's an 8:20 game, they're usually polluted. And it's
my boss told me that I need to go to Wing Bowl sometime.
They don't have the Wing Bowl anymore.
No, they don't have it anymore.
No, they stopped it probably about 4 or 5 years. I'll tell you when they stopped it, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. It started at an AM station down here because the Eagles were never in the Super Bowl, so they needed something to do between the weeks between the Super Bowl. So they started this chicken week, which they called the Wing Bowl.
What the fuck?
And Joey Chestnut won it a few times. There was a Philadelphia native that won it a few times by the name of Wingador. And there was a couple times where I was going to go try to qualify for it because I've been known to eat a chicken wing or 5 or 10. But
I can tell.
I didn't want to. I don't know. It was just one of those things where I just didn't want to get
Are
in.
they just known for like legendary wings?
No.
Best in Philly or something?
No, the cheesesteak.
No, not at all.
That would be the
Nothing
Buffalo
special.
Bills, I would assume.
Yeah, that's where
a
it came
whole
from.
different city, buddy.
There's
Go sit next to OJ in Buffalo and enjoy a game with that guy.
Yeah, he's great to watch games with, I've heard.
There was a time where I went to there's Pat Steaks and Gino's Steaks, which are right across from each other. So I go there one night to get a cheesesteak, and there's a bunch of Ranger guys and a bunch of Flyer guys, and they're all sitting around eating cheesesteaks. I guess it was after the game. And I got my cheesesteak, and I put it, I was getting ready to get in the car, and I went there and I said, "Hey, look at this. Who says there can't be world peace? Rangers fans and Flyers fans eating cheesesteaks." I get in my car. Next morning, I must have just missed it by about 15 minutes. There was a huge riot there. 2 people were stabbed. 1 guy was killed. I was like, shit, I guess I was wrong. Yeah.
I was about to say cheese brings the world together, but only for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes.
As soon as they got done eating, it was a fist fight.
They had to fuel up.
As long as the Phillies are rolling in, nobody's fighting. That's the secret in Philadelphia, apparently. Keep the subs rolling.
You go to Philadelphia and you go to Pat Steaks, and they got a plaque in the sidewalk there, and it says, "This is where the great actor Sylvester Stallone stood while shooting the wonderful picture Rocky in 1976.
They got one. You got a whole show about you and Rocky.
I always see those cheesesteak. I've actually never had a cheesesteak like East Coast cheesesteak. They look so good, man. I'm jealous.
They're all right.
I've heard there's nothing like it.
Like there was a steakhouse There was a steakhouse.
Jamingo.
See, that's how it's done. That's how it's done, John. You blow the nose.
There you go. There you go.
But there was a steakhouse by my house in Denver, and it was called the Stakeout, which I loved. But they would just chop up steaks. They would cut up steaks. So your cheesesteak, I can't call it a Philly cheesesteak. I call it a Denver cheesesteak, I guess. But it was just big chunks of steak. Oh, it's delicious, man. And their burgers were amazing. Their burgers.
Sorry,
the cheese whiz, right? It's the cheese whiz, right?
Well, I mean,
use the white cheese.
You can't. My standard order is American mushroom with, which is American cheese, mushrooms with onions. You have to know how to order, because in Philly, if you don't know how to order, they throw you out of line and make you go to the back of the line. Kind of like the soup Nazi. Kind of like the soup Nazi. It's like the cheesesteak Nazi.
Just came for a sandwich. No Philly cheesesteak for you.
I'm just hungry.
Apparently, we have a cheesesteak hater in the audience.
Oh God!
Freaking cheesesteaks.
How could you hate it? It's like bacon.
Back to the Eagles game. I thought for sure the Eagles were going to win because San Francisco came in and they dressed up the Rocky statue in 49ers gear, and that's
that's right.
And they did. So I thought for sure that they were going to lose, but even that couldn't stop them from winning that game, which was amazing.
Oh, did they keep the Rocky statue at the stadium now? They moved it?
No, they moved it to the art museum. It's right by the art museum. It's off to the side. That thing's been moved. It used to be in front of the Spectrum. They tore the Spectrum down, and then they moved it over to the art museum, I think. And then they took.
I was going to ask why they moved it so much. Goodness gracious!
I don't know.
Is it just getting vandalized wherever they put it? So they're like, screw it. We're going to put it in a museum. We're going to lock it up.
I thought we had all our good luck charms. They dressed up the statue. Sylvester Stallone was in Philadelphia, so he was there. And he did in the beginning of the game, he got the fans all pumped up. And I thought we had everything in a row. All our ducks lined up, but it didn't work. They got fucking boat raced. It was terrible.
Well, I mean, talk about getting smashed. Remember, I was in Colorado when the Dolphins played the Broncos. We're sitting there at Denver. We're sitting there at dinner. I look at my phone, and then I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a meme. Like everybody, and my friend here thought it was a meme too. What was it? 42-7. It's fucking insane, dude.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the Broncos got demolished. They got demolished.
Who was the quarterback at the time?
It was Russell Wilson.
Oh, this year. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was this year. It was just it was brutal. I think it was 42-7. Like insane. It was like a college football game. Like, what the fuck happened?
Like the entire
I go back to Colorado. I go back to Colorado to visit my family, and then the Broncos just tanked that game. Fucking insane. I think it might have been a home game too. I'm not sure.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Oh, you lose at home like that. Yeah. That adds a little sting.
Yep. I took my phone and I showed my mom. I showed my wife. It's like, you believe this shit? And then the waiter, actually, I showed the waiter too. I was like, did you see this? This is like, I know, we were just talking about it. Fucked up, man.
So I hopped on your show last night, Kenneth. So you're a musician, a comedian. What are your comedy chops, music chops? You want to tell us a little bit about that stuff?
The comedy part is interesting because I was a comic in Denver, and then I moved to Staten Island, of all fucking places. There's a website here that lists all 5 boroughs of all the open mics and everything. And then every open mic that I went to that was close to me, I show up, and then the bartender looks at me like I'm fucking nuts. I've been here 6 months. There's never been an open mic here. Everyone I went to, it was ridiculous. So I haven't done shit for 6 years. I hate it. I miss it so much, man. I like
Only
making
by
people laugh.
location, huh? So going to the city is too big of a deal to get out to
It's a.
NYC and try some shit in there, or does that cost too much
Have
money,
you
too much time,
have you been to
too much
Manhattan
effort?
lately?
No. I mean, whatever. I see the pictures on TV and whatever.
It's not. It's really
People's
not that
live
bad.
streams.
It's really not that bad. I went out there to. I had to take a watch to the watchmaker we have in the Diamond District, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. And then I did. Oh, and then I had to go pick up the Wayne Gretzky Canadian Baileys, I call it. It's like 17%. My wife's cousin left it at the hotel. That was a whole fucking thing. So I had to go to Times Square of all fucking places. I don't like Times Square at all. And
It looks like a nightmare.
oh, it is. Oh, it's fucking. I hate people. I don't like crowds of people. Like I just want to just start punching people. Like I've always said, I belonged in New York City because when I was in Denver, like I'm like 10 miles an hour walking through the fucking grocery store while all these people are taking their goddamn time.
Drives me crazy, dude. I'm the same way. It's fast pace, and I only have one pace.
Yeah,
I gotta
exactly.
slow
My
myself
wife
down
is-
in grocery stores.
My
Yeah,
wife
I mean,
walks
well,
so slow, and
so
she's
you've
like,
never
"Stop
done,
walking so fast."
run. Right. How long does it take you
I
to get to New York City to do anything from Staten Island?
Well, we do have the express buses, and for a while there, the express buses weren't running very often. They changed the schedule for some dumb reason, but then now it seems like it runs pretty often. I mean, take the express bus, you can get to Manhattan like an hour, hour 15. It's not too bad, and then there's
Oh,
always the ferry
Oh, that
too.
sucks. Yeah. No, that
Yeah.
sounds like shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing about Manhattan, they have some open mics there. There's
Stand up New
I'm drawing a
York
blank.
and
Well, I'm drawing a blank on the name. It's Laughing Buddha. That's the name. They do open mics at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Like
Oh,
they
wow.
do open mics early. Yeah. So I could actually get out there early. I don't have to worry about some fucking crazy crackheads like myself attacking me, you know?
yeah. No, I mean, I hear about all these people, Cape Meanies or whatever, going to the open mics and talking about that shit. So there's definitely some spots
Well,
you could probably get on, man.
when I visited New York City for my 30th birthday in 2017, I did 2 open mics in Manhattan. I did Revision Lounge in Alphabet City, and I actually met Stavros there that day. Like I saw him sitting there, and I was like, "Holy shit, Stavros!" He's like, "Yeah, man, what's up?" And I was like, "I said, yeah, I came all the way out here from Denver, and I'm doing some open mics for my birthday. I'm here for my birthday, yada yada." He's like, "Oh, get out of town." And I was like, "Oh, you don't want me here? Okay, I'll leave." No. Okay, that was like a John level joke right there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to do jokes, just go on Stuttering John's show. It's a joke.
But the other open mic I did 2 open mics, and then the other one was in Long Island City, basically Queens. And that was at Creek in the Cave, actually, in the basement there. And I actually got to meet. He was on the Bennington show. Damn, what was his name? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. But he was there. But
Well, we know
it's
it
the
wasn't
worst.
Fez.
No, definitely wasn't him. But doing open mic sucks because the thing was at Revision Lounge, they do a bucket system. Fuck. Sorry. They do a bucket system, and then New York, they do it differently. Like
Oh,
they'll
like
pull
Kill
5.
Tony type shit. Like they'll pull your name out of a bucket and you get a minute.
But they'll do it 5 at a time. So then you have to remember, like, oh, I'm the 4th guy. I'm the 5th guy. You have to remember in your head when you're going to go up in that group. Unfortunately, they pulled. It's fucking ridiculous. I want to start my own open mic out here on the Staten Island around here. I've tried, but maybe I can now. I talked to Whiskey Hideaway about it. I know those guys. They like me. I was in a pool league there and everything. But no, I was in the last group, and I think I was the last comic in the last group. And I was like, are you fucking with me here? So
Isn't that a
she told
headliner? Isn't that the headliner?
she told me, though, if you're here next week, then we'll put you in the first group. Well, I was flying back to Denver in like 3 days, so I was like, I ain't gonna be here next week, babe.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you're sitting over there trying to remember which order you're in and like get all your jokes together in your head, like too many things going on just to relax
It
and get
was-
up there and do a comedy set.
It's too
stressful
much.
enough,
Like,
huh?
yeah, and yeah, you get those jitters before you go on stage. But I did all right when I was doing it. I worked the road really early on. I actually was getting shows like 6 months into doing comedy, and I worked Omaha, Wichita, Kansas, and then there's one set that I wish I would have fucking recorded, and I never did. I took a Greyhound all the way to fucking Wichita. And oh God, I couldn't sleep on the bus. I just couldn't. And then we're driving 2 hours from Wichita to, oddly enough, Manhattan, Kansas, to a VFW that was doing a mixed open mic. I had to follow 3 slam poets, which I gotta tell you, pretty fucking easy. And
What were they slamming?
wish-
Heroin?
They were, all about social injustices and whatnot. I don't know, but
Great.
I got up there
and
and
I was talking to a girl out in Manhattan. They got like a big army base there, huh? A
mm,
couple years back.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, from what I understand.
Okay,
Anyway, sorry.
but yeah, I that's all right. I really wish, because I was always recording my sets just so I could review it, and get better, see what I did wrong, what I could improve. And that one, like it was like 24 hours of no sleep, and I was drinking Jameson and ginger, and I don't know how, but I fucking crushed it. There was a lady sitting at the bar that was, she said that she actually used to work at the Comedy Works in Denver. And she told me, like, out of all the people here, and I'm not trying to do a brag like Stuttering John, I'm really not. I'm just mad that I never recorded this set.
Yeah,
I mean, it was,
from what I understand, Stuttering John doesn't have much to brag about when it comes to comedy, but maybe other people have a different opinion, but whatever. I'm good on that.
Yeah, there was
So much better as a heel.
I think it was Shuley that was talking about how he would book the shows and he would do like 20 minutes and take most of the money, and the other guys were doing most of the work.
Yes.
That's the shit that he does.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently,
But yeah. Oh, but yeah, I wanted to say I want to really start my own open mic out here somewhere on Staten Island, close to me, and I want to do it Colorado style. I'm not doing like groups of like the bucket. Like in Colorado, a lot of places there's a list
that's stupid.
that they go
that's
through.
ridiculous. No, you just need to go hit up Pete Davidson and say, "Hey, start up a show for us."
Some
you
local
could become
comics
the new king
actually
of Staten Island.
Some local comics actually told me you should talk to Pete Davidson, but they were actually making a joke.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, speaking of Pete, he came into Target.
Rubino.
Okay,
We've
go ahead.
had Fred Rubino on our show before, and he came up and pretty much was like helpful to Pete Davidson getting his career started. And he was like, the second he made it, he was like, no more phone calls. He cut him off completely, but whatever. I guess
He came in,
fame shit gets to people's heads,
when he was filming King of Staten Island. He actually, fun fact, like that, when he was when Bill Burr, I think it was Pete that was walking the kids to school or something.
Yeah.
It's like fucking right near me, man. But
yeah,
he came into Target.
There's another guy that turned out to be a scumbag, Bill Burr, right? More recently, I should say. We can get into that,
I loved Bill too.
That's past tense, right? Loved, as in like
not so much anymore. Now it's just bitching about white women.
Well,
but okay, let me finish real quick. Pete Davidson came into Target where I was working at the time, because like when I didn't find this jewelry job right away. It took some time over here. And he comes into Target, I guess, and one of my coworkers is like, "Oh, hey, Pete, big fan. How you doing?" And he had He had his hood up. He had his entourage with him. He's like, yeah, whatever, man. And then just totally brushed him off. It's fucked up. He's an asshole.
Okay.
Yeah, go
Well,
I
ahead,
do
John.
have a theory. I do have a theory, though. I think because that movie deals with some deep shit in his past with his father and everything.
9/11.
So
Yeah, speaking of 9/11,
Yeah.
we were talking about 9/11 a little bit before the show, but yeah, his dad died in 9/11, was a fireman.
yes,
Yeah.
so
So
you're
I think
saying it
was-
wasn't a total loss.
so I think he was kind of in his own
Too
head
soon.
at that time, and I now that I think about it, I can't really fault him too much for it, really. But I do hear he is a prick.
So
A big
speaking of-
prick. Also, what I understand.
Oh
tell you
yeah,
what, you can't-
we've heard those stories.
you can't. I tell you what, you can't say anything about the way he gets the ladies. I mean, I'm shocked, to be quite honest with you. I mean,
I mean, why is he
His
robbing
bedpost.
the elderly home though? Like he's getting these old broads. What is he
No,
doing?
he got like Ariana Grande. She was probably fucking
Oh,
barely legal
shit.
at the time he popped out one.
yeah, he's,
What-
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, he's got definitely some hot actresses.
but then again, he's
let's see.
followed up with
Kate
Kim
Beckinsale.
Kardashian, Kate Beckinsale.
Kate
I forgot about
Beckinsale.
that. Yeah,
That
that's
was-
true.
That's a good pull.
That's a good pull. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can't go. I mean, the guy's got some major league tail, to be honest
Some
with you.
game.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got some game. He's a
It's that
charming
big
motherfucker.
hog.
Or that too.
So-
Snake charmer.
If we go back to Bill Burr, I think
Mhm.
that what happens with Bill Burr is what happens with every comedian that ends up in movies and sitcoms. That they have to play that nice guy, he
point.
loves everybody's on the left, a person, that's liberal, and I think that's what he's done. Now he's doing movies, he's got the TV show. I'm not saying his older comedy was raw. It was brutal. And now
Mhm.
it's
That was the
just
shtick.
and I'm not saying he's not funny. I think he's still funny, but it doesn't have the edge and the punch.
He's
that he used to
Saturday
have.
Night Live funny now, which means he has
Yeah.
to hold back everywhere he goes and everything he does, so he can't actually say anything funny. Which
Yeah, but his
whatever,
wife won't hold back, will she?
Yeah. I mean, look at all the money he's making right now. So he's making money. He's doing films. What does he give a shit?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny when his wife shot Donald the finger, and that became a big controversy. And I'm like, what's the big deal? She shot him the
It's-
finger. It would be the same thing if a conservative person shot Joe Biden the finger. She was
Yeah.
using her, it was her First Amendment right, her freedom of expression. She don't like the guy. That's okay. Who cares?
What
Why
I
is that
thought was
Bill-
funny. What I thought was funny is like right when she thought he noticed her, he was gonna see her. She put those fingers away real quick.
The thing that I don't like that Bill Burr did, I don't like the way he disrespected Anthony Cumia. Like that, Anthony
Yeah.
Cumia, not saying that he would have, that show, but it was a big showcase for him when he was on Opie and Anthony. And to have him take and have Club Soda Kenny throw Anthony Cumia out of a comedy club, that to me, that was just, that did
Shitty.
at all.
it also goes back to
What-
like the fact that Bill Burr is being led a little bit. It's obvious. Like the stuff coming out of his mouth now it's almost, you can tell it's right out of his wife's mouth. So like he's repeating
Pussy
shit
whip.
she
Little whip.
puts in his
Yeah.
mouth. So yeah, so he can't sit down with Anthony Cumia, who like talks bad about black people when that whole situation's going on. You know that his wife would. Who would you don't have to go home with Anthony Cumia. You have to go home to be with your wife in the same house. So therefore, that's an easy choice. It's like obviously you're not going to piss your wife off. You're going to deal with her all the time, especially if she's a cunt, which she seems to be. So therefore,
She seems to be one. I
Easy
wanted to
choice.
ask you, John. Since we're on Bill Burr, were you there in Philly at that infamous show where Bill Burr just tore into your people?
No, but I thought he did an amazing job there.
Legendary.
He did.
oh, you're talking about the stadium show.
Yeah,
that
he was at
huge
the, I think
stadium.
it was at the, he wasn't at the Spectrum. I forget where he was. I think it was, I can't remember where he was. I don't know if it was an outdoor place or not, but he
Yeah,
did
it was
the-
outdoor.
I think it was indoor.
Was it?
No, I'm pretty sure that was an outdoor stadium.
Yeah, I thought it was
The
out.
football stadium.
Give it to Bill Burr to
okay.
take on all of Philadelphia.
it's like,
And not blink an
I'm
eye.
staying here the whole time. 6 more minutes.
Yes. It's fucking
Well, if you're going to be an
legendary, man.
asshole somewhere, you can get away with it in Philly, being a northeastern guy like he is. So
Yeah,
that's what I
he
said.
spent
had
too
that-
much time in L.A.
Well, yeah, I mean, he came out of Boston, and that's what and those guys don't take no shit. And you know
Nope.
what? I think Philadelphia respected him, even though they were shitting on him.
Yep.
That's the way Philly is. We shit on each other,
Yeah.
and it was fine. So, and I was a huge Bill Burr fan for the longest time. But like I said, you can tell as soon as he gets into the same thing with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel was in the Man Show. He used to have girls jump in a bikini on a trampoline.
Wow, you're right.
He
Almost
did
completely
Mhm.
forgot about
he
that
did
shit.
Jugheads or whatever the hell.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
Carl,
the
he did
Juggies.
blackface with Carl,
Juggies.
his Carl Malone.
I remember that.
He did all that shit, and now all of a sudden he's the Mr. Nice, and
Well, think
for
of
the
all those
vaccine
guys, and
all that
even
shit.
like Sarah Silverman and Howard Stern. Like everybody did blackface at some point. Whatever.
Oh my God,
You just
Howard
think that it
Stern
drives
one.
these people crazy on the inside? It's got to drive them crazy. It's like they have this fire that they want to leash out, but they know they can't, so they just play by the rules.
Yeah,
It's like me being an Irish boy and bottling up all my emotions. Like,
yeah.
us Irish people, we just sweep it under the rug. Just sweep it under the rug.
We don't have a therapist here for you this evening. This is not MLC, so we're not doing that, buddy. Sorry.
Bury the boy, bury the boy.
Yeah. That's the one. Bury the boy. Bury the boy.
Bury the boy, bury the boy.
Alt Companion says, get Shaman on for a roast battle. Have you anyone here aware of the comedy Shaman?
I am not. I'm gonna have to check it out.
The only thing I talked to him the other day, and then the only time I seen him was he was on a podcast, and someone Ian Hunter had called in and played the Kevin Brennan. I didn't want to say the N-word. And then he cut him off real quick because he's like,
F and N's. Yeah, I didn't want to say it. You made me say it.
You made me say it. So, and then he cut him off, and it made me belly laugh because it's one of those things where he was having a shit fit over it, and it was you can feel the blood running out of your face when something like that happens to your live stream. But it was funny. It was
total panic mode.
Yeah, so anyway, that guy claims to be the shaman of comedy. So we should start doing like MLC has been doing. The roast battles on a live stream was kind of interesting. I don't know. Barry Ribs bombed horribly. That was painful to watch, but other than that, they've been at least watchable.
Well, you have
and I'm
to
talking about Chad, so that's hard for me to say that was even watchable. I hate Chad's guts, but whatever. It was interesting to watch Ray shred him. I thought I definitely had Ray winning.
Ray shredded Chad. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ray DeVito.
He definitely did. Yeah.
What I thought was pathetic was that Chad actually just took shots at a bunch of people that weren't even there. Like you're not on a Comedy Central roast, you fucking asshole. You're roasting somebody, just one person. There's no dais.
Yeah. I got an honorable mention on both roasts. Chad made a joke about me, and then Pat made a joke about me. He's like, "Oh, his stand-up is Barry's stand-up is as good as Derek standing up," something like that. And then the other one was like, Barry's stand-up works as good as Derek's Quadfather's legs. So I got in on both roasts as a joke.
All right, nice.
Low-hanging fruit. Come on, Jesus.
True.
Make fun of my legs. I love when Kevin Brennan, I'm on the show with him. He's like, "Don't stop it. He can't stand up. What are you doing? Don't make fun
Fucking
of him.
idiot.
You're an idiot."
Doesn't have that whiny voice, dude.
He's a cripple.
horrible.
You can't talk about a cripple.
Don't make fun of him. He can't stand up.
You guys do that too well. Way too
What's
well.
next? A wheelie joke?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it'd be fun to do some roast battles on here. I would love
All
to
right.
tear up some of my own guys.
Every time you have Granny on here, it seems like an accidental roast battle.
Oh, Kenneth, your grandmother's here. Look at my
Oh,
grandson.
hi,
So
Grandma.
handsome. I wish I remembered his name or where I was. I don't know what that's all
Fucking
about.
asshole. It was from this morning's show. I talked about how, like, because they got it out of me to talk about my friend that got hit by a car and 90% of his body was shattered. I grew up playing music with him. He'll never be the same. And then, of course, they got me to fucking cry. And then I mentioned,
You did not cry
and then
on
I
a
was,
live stream. Did you cry on a
Well,
live stream?
had to let it out sometimes, man. I'm not afraid to talk about it though. And then I mentioned, like, it's just like it's been a whole bunch of bullshit. Like when I went back, my grandma wasn't. Her memory's fucking gone, man. Like she's got that Alzheimer's. Sucks.
Don't worry, Kenneth's grandma. He'll be back over the day after your Social Security check clears. He'll be right
Yeah,
there.
don't worry,
He'll be-
Grandma. Yeah, that's
He'll
right.
be over.
Oh yeah, Social Security. Oh damn, that's brutal, John. How could you? Kip Dunnage says this guy doesn't have shit on the Comedy Shaman. I'm just saying.
Which guy? Which comedian? Which guy? doesn't
Probably
have
me.
shit on-
Probably me.
Yeah, I'm not quite
The
sure.
comedian.
No, I do
the
like
so-called comic.
I do like. I came on your show last night, Ken, and you thought I was we were trolling you. I necessarily was not trolling you. I can't speak for anyone else, but yeah. I don't. Why did you think we were fucking with you, man?
Well, you could understand my apprehensiveness to have Dabblestorian on. I've seen what happened to John, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. This is my first time using StreamYard.
It's my first time.
I still don't believe Dabblestorian's black. I need pictures. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Receipts.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I'm with you
speaks English
until
so
he
well.
shows his. Yeah, that's right, Dabblestorian. You coward! Show your face, you coward! All
Show
you
your
faceless
face.
people in this internet. That's
'Cause I keep
I don't deal
forgetting.
with puppets.
I keep forgetting when I'm in his Discord voice chat, and I always got to remember I can't be as racist as I want to be in there. So I have to be careful.
Shame on you,
Yeah,
John.
You know which one Dabble is?
Yeah,
The black one.
That's right.
That one.
Cynthia W. Quad Bex Rocks has been sending some certain pictures of you around, and yikes, brother. Hey, wait a minute. I'm
Slander.
proud of those pictures. Hey, okay, in all fairness, I didn't fluff it up first. The next pictures will be better. I'll get it going a little bit. Then I'll take a picture, and then you'll be impressed. So Cynthia W., you just hold on and wait, because those beautiful dick pics are going to be. Oh wait, I shouldn't have said dick. Oops. Those pictures of whatever you're talking about will be coming around your way.
Yeah, he's gonna fluff up his weenus.
Oh, maybe Social Security came earlier than usual this month.
no, that's all she has
Hi,
left. For
Grandma.
Social Security. That's the only she has left after Social Security. After Kenneth's been there, only $2. They're taking my last $2 as a super chat.
How will she ever buy bread this week?
Yeah, well, you got for $2. Hell, you're gonna have to like rub her feet next time you see her and give her a nice foot.
Hi,
rub.
Grandma. Hi, Grandma's lawyer.
Listen, I have a 50-pound bag of Alpo here, so I will be good until next month when Kenneth comes back again. So I'll be okay.
You need some Epsom salt, Grandma?
Come over here and rub the corns on my feet, Kenneth.
I got a bunion.
Did you
Now,
chop my
Granny's in
keys
the
up like I
chat.
like?
Granny's in the chat, but he has a link to come on the show, so I don't know what the hell he's got going on.
Granny, get in here. We were just talking about what we were talking about, the battles.
Yeah, dude, I have a bunch of questions too. So yeah, let's get through some of this stuff. Will Kenny be streaming tomorrow?
I will be.
Early,
I
late?
absolutely
What are you
will
doing?
be. I'll definitely do the stream from the bench at work. Apparently I plugged my phone in while I was streaming earlier, and apparently my phone was using more power than was going in, so I had to cut the stream off after 2 hours. But it was I liked it. It was fun. I'll definitely do a morning stream. Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure you have all like your background apps off while you're streaming, or else it'll suck all your battery power right away.
Right.
Hey, that's free tech tips from the Cloudfather that knows his tech stuff. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
That's why I use StreamYards, obviously. Hi, Roshi. Are you a friend of my grandson? That's hilarious.
I saw my grandma. Wait, my grandma. In the chat
You don't
today,
grab
and
her with your 2 fingers like that. No, Kenneth, you don't 2 fingers.
Yeah,
It's like alien quotations.
I saw them in my chat earlier today on my bench stream, and it just cracked me up. I was like, "Oh, great! Now now someone changed their name to Kenneth Pogue's grandmother." It's like shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Yeah,
Vince has sent me any beer yet.
Now we got to get back into that story we were dealing with last night. So you peed in your wife's handbag, and we never got the answer. The most important question we had all evening was what happened to that purse, I should say.
She had to take all of the shit out of her bag, and I think she washed it. And then, it was a fucking. I think she did.
So she found out about it.
Oh yeah, and then I got like woken up to. I think she was punching me or something. This was so long ago.
Oh, I thought it happened last night.
No, I was on the hard stuff then. I was on like the vodka. I was drinking a lot of vodka.
And you just
I don't do that no more.
I would love to know. I would love to know the thought process between I have to go to the bathroom. I can't make it to the bathroom. Oh, here's a pocketbook, and this should work out fine.
Did you sleepwalk? That's very possible. I've seen it.
That we talked about that. We talked about that last night, actually. Yes, there was another time. See, this has happened multiple times.
And I told Kevin, pocketbook, or you've peed around the house like a dog.
Both.
Marking his territory.
Marking my fucking territory, bro.
Dude, you see somebody sleepwalk, it's insane. The first time I saw it, somebody was peeing in my dresser, and I was trying to wake them up. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Somebody.
And I had no idea, dude, that they were actually.
You can't wake a sleepwalker. You can't wake a sleepwalker, I guess. And this is when I realized that I was actually sleepwalking, because my wife said that I got so furious with her that she was actually scared that I was going to beat the shit out of her.
Yep.
And that's and it hit me like sometime later, and I was like, oh, I was sleepwalking. But I told Kevin last night, you gotta pee if you're drunk. You gotta pee before you go to bed. You'll be fine.
So first of all, I can tell your wife's not she's not from the Northeast, is she? Your wife?
She's from the Philippines.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because if you had a wife from the Northeast, I don't care if you're sleepwalking or not. If you were peeing in her pocketbook, you would have been hit with something, a lamp, a broom.
They're waking your ass up one way or another.
Baseball bat. Yeah, and she wouldn't be cleaning out the pocketbook. You would be cleaning out the pocketbook.
Yeah, that'd be my job.
No, you'd be buying a whole new pocketbook.
Forget about the pocketbook. Yeah, she'd be buying a new pocketbook, and everything that was in the pocketbook, you would be buying.
I'd be paying for it.
After you washed it, and then she throws it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the funny thing is you were giving advice to Kevin Dumpfuck, who he went to Pottstown or Rochester, and he went to the DabbleCon and ended up pissing in Obnoxious John's luggage. I don't know if you guys heard that story. Yeah,
was Obnoxious John.
Was totally naked.
I know that.
He took a bunch of pills and got wasted drunk and ended up walking into Obnoxious John's room and pissed all over his stuff.
That's the orange, right?
Yes, correct.
That ugly ass orange.
He's on like Tukey and those shows a bunch.
No, he did
Or, like,
apologize
in
for it, right? He was very sincere.
No, he was an asshole. He's not very sincere. Are you talking about Kevin Dumbfuck, very sincere, nice guy? Are you kidding me?
I just wanted to open up the door and see if there was something there. Slammed it immediately once I realized there was nothing.
I can't imagine what I would do to somebody if I found out that they had pissed in my luggage and now my clothes are full of piss. I just
as a Philadelphian.
Okay, so you can
that?
imagine yourself being Obnoxious John, sleeping in the bed. Right next to your bed is the luggage, and you wake up to see Kevin Dumbfuck standing there nude, peeing on your stuff. That's exactly.
I have a fun story. I just remembered.
We'll be the judge of that.
Okay, get ready.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna put my dogs out. I can hear you, but I'm gonna mute myself and put the dogs out. Go ahead, tell your story.
Okay. So when my mom moved to Longmont, Colorado, like an hour away from where we have the house, and we're keeping the house. I'm actually going to end up renting it out like as an Airbnb once my mom moves out. But so I had a roommate move in, and I had a really bad drinking problem at the time because I was going through a breakup. I was a fucking mess. Apparently, like right after he moved in with me, I went into his room and I tried to take a shit on the floor. Yes.
You've gone up to Amber Heard level.
So your problem is you're not housebroken. See, what your wife should do is rub your nose and beat you with a rolled up newspaper, and that should
work out the kinks.
Problem.
Yeah, that was
pad down.
Work out the kinks, or is that your kink?
So your wife is Filipino, right? Your wife is from the Philippines. So
yes.
I have some advice for her. So what happens is when Kenneth gets drunk, what you do is you get a shot collar. Okay, Kenneth, come over here and put on the shot collar. And then when you go to pee, I hit you with the shot collar. And then that'll wake your ass up and you won't pee in my shit. And here's the thing. Someone in the chat said that Kenneth pissed in his wife's counterfeit Louis Vuitton purse. Even if it was counterfeit, it doesn't matter. It was real to her.
I bought it for her. So that's
counterfeit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we get it.
Canal Street, baby.
You know, De La, he's curious about your hog. Big hog, Kenny?
I do all right.
Well, De La.
This is not fucking Ski Mask Media, so I don't want you guys asking this to all my guests. But I'll let it slide this one time because De La is a pervert and loves staring at penises, especially the pictures of mine.
He's been begging to see my hog all day.
Yeah, he's been begging to see everyone's hog, especially mine. Disgusting. Is Dabble Story getting a link for all of your shows?
Yeah. All right. Can we see it? Nah, she doesn't want to be a part of this shit. She said hi on a stream before, but she now, after the recent events, she wants nothing to do with this shit.
So she's
Greg
smart.
Edwards. I heard Kenneth pissed in his wife's counterfeit Louis Vuitton. Why the accusation? Wow. No, it was real. Yeah, I'm sure.
They're like $1,500. Those Louis Vuitton bags.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
That's why you got to get the counterfeit. That's the piss one.
Yeah, the piss one's counterfeit.
Yeah. I picked it up at the mall.
Mm-hmm.
$15.
I know there's an Asian broad at the mall. Like if she knows you well enough, she will unlock her little drawer down there and show you all the counterfeit shit she has. It's fucking great.
In Philadelphia, we have Jamaicans that sell all the counterfeit stuff.
Oh.
They work the corners.
Aha. Well, I'm having a good time, guys. I'm glad I came on here.
Oh, we have fun here, bud. It's great.
See, we're not trolls. You thought we might be trolls, but not a chance, man.
I was nervous. I'm not going to lie because, like, they were complimenting me. And, if you're from the Northeast and the Philly area, when people compliment you, you automatically go, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here?
Hold on, guys. Before anything else, the real troll has arrived. So buckle up. Maybe he'll be nice. Granny, what's up,
He's
buddy?
not a troll. Yeah, so I got questions for this fucking guy, Granny. We were just talking about Mr. Pisser, the guy that likes to pee all over other people's property because he wasn't raised right, apparently.
That's a big fucking deal now. I've never pissed on somebody's fucking property, dude.
That's not what I was getting at. I wasn't going there.
Bro, I'll piss on your fucking wheelchair. I'll piss on the wheelchair batteries.
I know you will. I know you have no coof. That's why you're part of the
trying to move it up.
family.
All right. What other fucking questions you got?
Well, we were just talking about WDIP, that guy that pees, Kevin Dumbfuck, the guy that pees all over everyone's stuff. Is this him here in the chat? Goodbye, farewell. Is that the new name of his channel? Bye bye.
I don't fucking know, dude. I can't. I don't have answers for you on that one.
Well, I like how you both. Everybody's waiting.
Hey,
for the
what's going
115
on?
Mark. Hey, how's it going?
I've been waiting on you.
Yeah, what's up, little? What's your little merkin? Your little merkin beard? Peanut?
Merkin beard.
Oh, shots fired immediately. I like this.
Get the popcorn.
No, so WDIP, is he out of the streaming business? What happened to his channel? It's gone, dude.
I don't fucking know. Ask him.
Right.
Fucker.
I'm not going to ask him. He's not my friend. I don't talk to him. I'm asking his friend, his best buddy.
Fucking manager around here, dude.
No, but you look like the guy that hangs out with a fucking loser like
what's up, buddy? I didn't
WDIP.
notice you there. Jamingo, Kenneth, what's going on, gentlemen?
Hey, how you doing?
This is Zero Dark Tony.
Santa Claus that throws batteries at himself. And you got fucking...
Hey, easy, Lieutenant Dan.
When you go to his channel, does it say, hey, the channel was terminated? Does it say that or anything?
I couldn't find it.
No, it's just gone.
Oh.
So what do you think? He turned it private or erased it? Nuked it?
No, I think it's gone. And
so all of those
fucking
special
the rest
Granny
is up to
Says
your
episodes are
crippled imagination.
Hey, are your fucking are your headphones not working or something?
Hello?
Yeah, when I start talking, you shut the fuck up. You should know the rule by now. No, so you think he's done? What happened? Did he have another mental breakdown? Not to pile on the guy because he is a.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. You crippled piece of shit, fuckface. I don't know, dude.
He just stabbed you and corn in the back. He never said a word about it.
Again? I don't fucking know, bro.
So, Lieutenant Dan, you're saying you don't know?
I'm looking at it right now. Why do I podcast? It says goodbye, farewell.
Do you need somebody to talk to, buddy? Like, if you need to talk things out, it's okay.
Hey, there we go. Goodbye, farewell.
All right, cool.
Move on.
Oh,
apparently, he's here in the chat too. Goodbye, farewell. Lame
Cheers.
topic. Move on. No, we're not. We'll do whatever we want. I have a show, unlike you.
Why would you stop? I don't know.
Just go over to Rumble. They'll let you say whatever you want over there.
We all have bad days.
I don't think that was the issue. I think he gave up. I think he quitted.
Oh, he just decided to pull the plug.
I found something interesting about Rumble, though. When I went over to some Rumble shows, that you can say fuck, you can say a bunch of shit, but it won't let you say fucker with the ER.
Really?
Why? No, it won't.
Hard R.
It's weird.
Hard R right there.
Offensive, dude.
Yeah, hard
That
R
shit's
right
offensive.
there.
Well, no, that's not true because
Dude,
there's a
you
couple.
add the ER to fuck.
There's
bro,
a lot
that
of
shit gets offensive quick.
There's a lot of ER words over on Rumble that you can say.
Yeah, there is a.
Are you from Philly,
But
Jamingo?
for some reason,
Yes.
some reason, fucker isn't one of them. I don't know why.
Yeah,
He's like, you can go over there and what are you doing up there? All right, give me some
Dude,
water.
yeah.
I'm from Philly.
Water.
Water ice.
That's my
Water
home.
ice.
Go
Italian
Birds,
water
Long
ice.
Street, Northeast, motherfucker.
Go Birds. No, I'm South Philly, kind of
Go
Delco
Birds.
area.
Oh yeah, yeah, down over there in
Jamingo,
Delco.
you ever You ever put fucking double D batteries in a fucking snowball, just throw them at yourself?
No, not yeah.
You know
That's
what
what
I
I do.
mean?
I throw them at myself.
I play the Tasty Cake commercial as one of my drops in my live streams.
Dude,
Hey, Granny, you ever put a 9-volt in a smoke detector?
Gotta replace that battery. It's hard to reach the battery from the chair.
We got smoke detectors.
Yeah, I do have that actual
I'm
issue.
the only one that
reaching
gets that
batteries.
reference is fucking Kenneth Pogue, and that's amazing to
Is
me.
it from Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No, it's from fucking actual Philadelphia fans throwing fucking batteries at Santa Claus.
Yeah, the D batteries.
just
Yeah,
know
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
They got to
like
get the batteries from somewhere.
We didn't throw batteries at Santa Claus. We threw.
I was talking about.
We threw Santa Claus at batteries.
We threw.
Oh.
We throw batteries at opposing players. They just find
You
that
threw
they just
fucking
find.
batteries at Santa Claus, bro.
No, we didn't.
Did they just sell batteries at the stadium so you can throw them at people?
They
You
hung
weren't
him
even alive
upside
when
down.
that
They hung
happened.
Santa Claus upside down by his feet and cut off his nuts like Mussolini. And then
While
they
eating a
put
Philly
batteries
cheesesteak.
in his mouth.
I'll be right back. I
Only in
got.
Philadelphia.
Philly fans are
Not to
hardcore.
me, not to.
Explain the fucking travel bot. How about that? There was a motherfucking robot that hitchhiked all the way across Europe and all the way across Canada, ended up in fucking Philly, gang raped and fucking decapitated in 3 hours.
You didn't think that was going to
Explain that.
happen? As soon as I found out it was in Philly, I knew it wasn't going to make it out.
That's a
As
cum
soon as
bot.
I found out it got
Yeah,
to
cum
Philly, I
bot.
was like, "Oh, that's just never going to make it out of Philadelphia. They're going to destroy this thing," which they did. They found a piece of it over here, a piece of it over there. Yeah, they beat it all
Over
up
there.
and
Here,
over
piece,
there,
everywhere.
over there.
Up there.
They made an example
It
of
was
it like
covered
William
in
Wallace.
fentanyl somehow.
Yeah, who beat it up?
The black.
Where are you at a fucking Airbnb over there, Chops? What the hell?
Nobody's talking.
You have the family?
Nobody's
hell is
talking
over the
here.
Baines house.
What happened to it?
Right. I know that's not your place with a Christmas tree like that.
Nah, place being worked on.
If you saw that behind me, I'm at my Aunt Clara's.
This is definitely like old person home.
Yeah.
I did not
All
make
right,
this tree.
continue with the questions.
Tree's
I'm
a lot.
fucking sick, dude, and I feel like shit, and I wanted to go to bed.
Oh,
Wow,
poor
why
baby.
do you
Yeah,
hang out with Kevin Dumbfuck? Why are you such a low? I understand hanging out with Corn, but why are you friends
I
with
make
that?
poor decisions, bro. Fucking move on.
Granny, what kind of floss does Kevin use? I just want to ask Granny everything about Kevin
Corn
now.
should do his own thing. Corn should be his own star. He shouldn't be on with anybody. That's my opinion. He should have an occasional.
Corn's the
I
man.
don't think you and I should be talking about corn at all, fuckface.
I'm
I
not
don't
going
think
to talk about
that
corn.
even a little bit.
I can talk about corn all I like.
Wait.
Yeah.
What issue do you guys have with Corn?
I don't have an issue with corn.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
pull up.
I have
what's
an
your
issue
deal,
digesting
Granny?
corn.
I've got an issue.
I was
with
wondering how
fucking
long
Zero
it would
Dark
take somebody
Tony.
to say that.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
that your beard doesn't look like mine and it is scaling off the front of your face like a stalagmite of hair and cum?
Lag Mike.
I still fuck.
Or what's the problem then?
He
Because
doesn't have a
I
mirror.
still fuck. No, I think that you.
Look,
All
I got
right.
fucking jizz on my face.
Holy
I
shit.
think you're a fucking liar, and you've taken advantage of a lot of fucking people, and then blamed them for it. And I'm not even talking about corn. That's one instance.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's great.
Like what?
First of all, totally. Even with corn, anything that is my business is none of your fucking business. So I'm not going to discuss any of that with you. That's my personal.
You're the
business.
one
Do you
that
have
fucking
anything else?
brought it up in the chat when I,
I don't
just
recall.
called you a fucking
I don't
asshole.
recall. I don't recall that.
What are you, Ronald Reagan now?
I don't recall any of the
I'm not
fucking
wrong.
I was drunk.
making that statement about Corndiff. I believe I said that Corndiff was a wholesome young man, and I like him all the way with corn.
So, Granny,
Mr.
why?
Gorbachev, take down this corn.
Mr. Gorbachev, take down this corn. Thank you.
Oh,
Dive
God.
into your
Well,
fucking
hey,
autism.
it reminds me of, hey, Mr. Gorbachev, take down this cum cake, but we won't go back to cum cakes.
I was medicated.
Oh, can we?
I was medicated. I don't
What?
recall the past 48 hours.
Why are you white knighting for Corn? What's going on here? What happened, dude?
I'm not fucking white knighting for Corn. This is the motherfucker. I never said any names. And this motherfucker was instantly like, well, fuck you and fuck Corn Diff and fuck all you motherfuckers.
Well, if you can't prove it,
Instantly,
if you
his
can't show it
bipolarism
right here, right
and
now, this
autism
second,
fucking
it doesn't
triggered
exist.
like that.
Well, if you can't show it right here, right now, it doesn't exist. So thank you. You have
I'm
no,
That's like
not
Tower
showing
7.
it out of respect for a friend of mine, but I will
No
say
evidence.
that you're a fucking piece of shit, dude.
well, I have been known to be a piece of shit. That's okay. I mean, haven't y'all? Like you haven't,
you think we're just having an off day?
like you
Maybe.
haven't. You're like the piece of shit. Like, you know how the FBI hires the bank robbers? You're like that piece of shit.
I really
You're like the
like
piece of shit
how
that-
you.
like the piece of shit.
I
that
really like
even the
how
people
you
who try and find
fucking.
the pieces of shit.
You
what
you
you're
you
doing.
like tried to big dick me on it. You're a fucking nobody. Who the
You
fuck
are.
are you?
I'm a
Oh.
nobody. I'm a nobody, but you're
Yeah,
a
you're
sub
a
nobody.
fucking nobody too.
Oh, you're
So
a
like,
sub
why
nobody.
even say
I'm a
it?
nobody. You are a
Why
sub
even
nobody.
fucking say it, dude?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm a nobody. You don't even. That's what I'm saying. You're not even in my class of nobody. You're sub nobody.
Guys on the
You
internet.
know nobody.
Okay,
That's what I was saying.
but you got so
Well, I
fucking
mean,
spurred
we
the
were
fuck
having
out that
we
you
were
like
spurting out on
literally
each other a little
fucking.
bit. Big deal.
Hey, listen, can we get some
yeah,
super
okay.
chats up here so we can get
Yeah,
Granny
do you want
Tony a
to
shirt?
see me and Granny box? And we'll get him a milk crate to stand on for the bout.
I don't
Yeah.
want to piss Grant because last time I showed the footage of his boxing match and made a little bit of fun of him. Next thing I know, he was like, "Fuck
Shut the
you, fuck
fuck
your
up,
show."
you crippled
boxed?
fucking retard.
There's footage of
Yeah,
that.
he's like, "I'm
That's
out of here.
not-
All right.
Don't make fun of me boxing. That
That's
ain't nice."
not
And
even
he
what
started
fucking
crying.
happened, dude.
Well, I
And
mean,
then the
did you do
crying
well?
happened.
Did you?
Oh,
hit
now
him?
he's
He's not that
leaving. See,
sensitive.
he's that sensitive. He has to.
That was
He has
it.
to run away when it starts getting
No,
hot.
he's just
Does he
gonna.
have pants on? I don't think he has pants on. He
I'm
might
like,
be-
Yeah, run away like the dues pay you.
Jeez.
He's like Jeffrey Tubin and Brian Stelter all rolled into one.
I gotta tell you, I am
pants on. There you go.
90% less of a piece of shit than I was 4 years ago. All right, I can tell you that right now. 90%.
We all change. You know, we all go through that damn stage. So
You know, that's why
you really
pencils
can't
heavy
judge
racers.
anybody for that.
I just had, for me, it was just the drinking. I just quit drinking, and a lot of things in my life started to correct themselves. Nothing's gonna be perfect, man. Everything, everything's gonna be shit. But we all
Amen.
we all drink from the same fountain of despair.
Mhm.
And
I like that.
Well said.
Yeah, Tony, we can do a boxing match. I'm not going to bring a milk crate. I'll bring what is known as a 9mm, and we
Well, that's
can, we
not
can have
boxing.
that out.
That's not.
or
nice.
moon boots.
I don't want to do that.
Moon boots.
I was just
Nobody
gonna.
can jump.
I was
Women's,
just
doesn't
gonna
it?
say moon boots,
I don't even want to box.
Shut
to be
up.
honest with you. I don't even want to.
dude. I was waiting for my opportunity, and you said it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Gotcha, bro.
I used to like compete.
I was
and,
gonna
like,
say
do, like,
moon
fire
crickets,
stuff,
but
it's
we'll
not
leave that
boxing.
alone.
Oh, don't say that.
I love the fact that as soon as everybody gets into like a shouting match, then all of a sudden it turns into like a boxing match. It'd be like a bum fight. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But these guys actually have had, like, we had Stevie Lou got in a fight with Ryan Ketzer Rivera. We had Granny fought Triple G in real life. These
Oh,
are
that was
real
you?
things.
You fought Triple G?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guy.
that's Granny.
That was the worst fucking fight I've ever seen in my entire life.
Do we have footage
Oh
of
my
that? Is there
God.
footage? Can't we watch it?
That was
Your
the,
city fucking raped and killed a robot, dude. I don't
She-
want to hear any fucking
Your
thing
city
else about it.
raped and killed.
I've never seen
I can look
anybody
that up.
throw so many punches and not hit anything. It was the most ridiculous thing. And they got
I mean, we
all
can
worn
watch it.
out. Now listen, I'm not going to say, look, I'm out of shape. I'm
Yeah, your
old. I
fat
couldn't.
ass ain't
Right,
getting
right,
up and
yeah.
doing none of that
But
shit.
when I was, you should be ashamed of yourself.
He'll
with
be
the way that
delivering
you guys
fucking
fought,
presents
If-
to your
let me
house
just
there
on
and
tell you
Christmas
something
Day.
If
I wanted to
Jamingo got one on you, it's lights out. If he gets one on you, it's one. It's one and done. If he gets one on
Listen,
you,
I'm just going to.
I blame the sand.
Ask me for a minute and 30 seconds. You got me. I'm just going to grab a hold of you and swing as many times as I can until I pass out. But that
Philadelphia
fight that I
way.
saw with
that
you and
Philadelphia
Triple
way.
G, that was a bit. Oh my God! I said, because usually a good redneck fight, they get in there and they're just haymaker, and then
Oh,
somebody
just
goes down.
wailing on each other.
Look at this.
Well, they drank.
Watch this. Oh my God.
I
Who's
think I
who
must
here?
just shit my pants.
Here we go.
I see.
Oh, we can talk over it. I got the volume down, so we can keep talking, and laugh.
know
and
what-
while
What is on a
laugh
dirt
again.
road? Jesus.
Oh, is
That's
that
the paper ball.
They're dancing around.
Dude,
They still haven't thrown a punch yet. Look,
no,
how
come
far
on. They're
apart
about
could
to
they be?
kiss.
What the fuck stance is
If
Wait
they were
till
on
they
solid
start making
ground,
out, then
might
you'll
be
laugh.
Dude.
You know,
It's
funny-
terrible.
It's funny
There's a
because
punch.
Granny's knuckles almost drag on the ground when he's got his hands down.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right,
Look how far apart they are.
it's like a fighting a
He's a
chimp.
samurai. He's using his mind games right now. Look at him go.
It's like two crabs
Sorry.
fighting over a fish.
What the?
Okay, that wins.
Now I need that cable.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Lock him up.
Ding,
Now,
ding.
look, he's already spent. He can't even move. He
You
can't even
guys
get his
are-
hands
they're
up. Look at
both
them. They're
gassed out.
exhausted.
They are done. They're done.
It hasn't even been 2 minutes.
Totally
Hold on.
gassed out.
Here we go. Tap gloves.
No, he was fighting an Amish
Fuck,
guy.
I need a Pall Mall. Hold on. Can we take a smoke break for round two? Fuck it. Hold on. Oh,
Round 3. That's ridiculous.
They should just have cigarettes hanging out of their mouth. That'd be the best.
Just like me.
I mean,
know
come
what you
on.
should
If,
play?
if you were going to be like, hey, let's have a redneck boxing match, this is what you would think of in your head. You'd be like,
You know what
yeah,
you need
okay.
for this?
So-
You
I
need
bet the
like a
fight would be a lot
waltz.
better with cigarettes.
You need a waltz musical behind there. Do 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 do. Like they're just dancing back and forth. Look at them.
The
It's
problem is
more
they're
like
not
the-
trying to hurt each other.
It's more like the banjo
There's no
song
rage.
from Deliverance.
Where you going, city boy?
You got purty lips, boy. Squeal like
This
a
is what
pig.
This is what this stream has turned into, has it?
This is what I got.
I'm sorry, Granny. You're good. Don't quit on us. All right, we're done.
Ask him more Kevin
I'm
questions.
winded just looking at them both being winded.
Granny's just winded watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's getting warmed up.
He done
You know,
good,
listen.
boss.
Here's the thing.
I think
mean,
the fight
I
would have been a lot better
understand.
with cigarettes.
Look, I understand the fight. I understand and I understand recording the fight. But then after you watched it, to actually upload that so other people could watch it, that I don't understand.
Well,
That I
thank
don't
God he
understand.
did, because
Understand,
boy, it's
man,
given
like,
us lots of joy.
Yeah, and you think I have fucking humility? Look at me, Jamingo.
That's true.
Look,
That's right.
just
I'm
fucking
sorry.
look at me dead in the eyes. And
You know what? As soon
and
as it came
say
out of my
I
mouth,
have-
I knew. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I knew I was wrong. You're right. You're right.
We have no practical pride. You know, fuck that.
Oh, fucking
Being practical.
it was fun. We had a good time. And you can go fuck your.
I didn't know I was in the.
D
I didn't know I was in the
batteries.
presence
about that?
of a famous person. The other person of the gay granny
Yeah, bro.
triple G fight.
Granny gives anal.
Big time
That's his
celebrity.
name.
Big
you
time
forget.
fucking celebrity
The
around
meth,
here.
the meth fumes out there could be pretty heavy.
Hey, listen, that fight actually made
I'm
steel
thinking,
toe. That's the third time I've got a chance to laugh at that fight.
well, actually,
exactly.
Some of the best
Granny,
commentary.
you-
So good.
Granny is steel toe famous. He calls into that show. He's well known.
Is
I
Johnny
don't know if
Crush
you
still running
guys
the marathon?
had heard this today, but there was some developments out of Las Vegas. It appears that Melton has tracked down Steel Toe and beat him half to death.
Stop it.
Wait, what?
Stop it. That's
Slander?
We'll
Hi
get back
guys,
to that
I'm doing
story.
great so far.
Hey, Frankie.
Hey.
Addition to this, I was on
Frankie.
the Hot Water Show yesterday. In Hot Water Show, Gino Bisconti, Anthony Comey is back in Compound Media.
What's up, Frankie?
Nice.
Is that
He
really
did the
Frankie?
show
The other
yesterday.
guy,
huh?
Eric Miguel and Brian Johnson. They used to be a host of William Conley.
His
What's
name
the
is
weather like
Eric
there,
Niggle.
JLB 2023 year review. May 19th, 2023. The last William Kindly podcast was aired on Compound Media.
Oh, the Negroni.
thank
pit.
God,
That
right?
Negroni,
Am
the
I right?
Negroni
Thank
pill-
God they
what
got
is it?
rid of that piece of shit, right, Frankie?
They got rid of
Would
it.
Compound
William
get rid?
Kindly, Eric Nigel, Brian Johnson. They're not with Compound Media anymore. Eric Nigel and Brian Johnson, William Kindly. The 21 Guns is still on Compound Media.
Do you like Asian girls?
They're nice ones.
Yeah, yeah, very nice.
I'm a fan of Asian girls.
Me too.
Don Jameson still doing his podcast every Tuesday nights, and Christy Mayer still doing podcasts on Monday nights, and Garrett does his podcast every Wednesday nights, and Gino does his football show every Thursday night.
I gotta tell you,
Yeah, you were
Don Jameson's been around for a while.
you were on the wet spot on Monday, right, Frankie?
I was on Wet Spot Monday. Gino was on it.
What girls were on? Any
Christy
did
Mayer.
any of the girls have
Big fucking tits.
Christy Mayer and Keanu Thompson.
Oh,
Yeah, them pregnant titties,
nice.
am I right?
Nice one.
You like
Frankie?
you like butts or boobs more, Frankie?
Both of them.
I like butts. I'm a butt guy.
Both of them.
Both. That's good. No, it's good. Both.
I'm an ass man.
Yeah.
Frank, are you black or is that something? Do you like to see milk squirt out of titties?
Who doesn't?
They're doing great so far.
I mean, if you could do that trick.
Nice.
Nice.
I booby.
Oh boy.
Why are her tits are raining?
You
What's going on there?
What's the temperature
fucking
there?
unself-aware dick bag.
I'm very
That
sorry.
means whatever Amy's show probably be on Friday afternoons to replace Will You Kindly.
Yeah, whatever. Amy has huge, big fucking tits, right, Frankie?
Who?
Just
Do you like her
imagine if
boobies?
whatever Amy's show, she's a nice one too. Just imagine
Hell
her
yeah.
podcast comes on to fill in Will You Kindly's old spot.
Yeah, finally we'll have someone worth coming on, right?
Yeah. The Amy Show.
That's what they're going to call it, the Amy Show?
Yeah. That means it's going to replace Will You Kindly.
Nice. What are you out and about doing this evening, Frankie? Are you at
I'm going
Dooley's?
to Dooley's right now.
Nice. Are you going to be looking for some? Oh,
And he's gone.
Well, that's what we call getting big timed in the biz. By
I think we got some good clips of some questions that Frankie answered.
Frankie moment.
Never heard before questions of does he like Asian girls? So is he a butt man? You know, I think we learned a lot.
He answered them very well too. They were all very good answers. I loved
You
it.
guys got me all hot and bothered about the Asian girls. I'm going to the bar. Bye. Out. See you.
No, he don't ever say goodbye. He never says goodbye. He just
Irish
fucking
goodbye, man.
leaves.
He's like, boom, drop the mic. I'm
He
done.
don't have time for that. Fucking
can't afford me.
niceties.
Can't afford me.
You think he
All right, let's
jacks
get
off
back.
in the bathroom?
I mean, do you?
What?
I've jacked off in the bathroom, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you seem like the kind of guy that has jerked
At
off
work?
in a porta potty, honestly.
That's what you do.
I have, yeah.
You gotta experiment.
You got to be a real man to be able to jerk off with that smell, that aroma.
What's the most forks you've ever had at a dinner? Sorry.
What?
I get it.
I need to diagnose that one.
Yeah.
See, if you're a higher class person and you eat dinner, the more forks you get. You've got a dinner fork, a salad fork, a fork for your shrimps.
Might even get
You got a fork for your
How many
dessert.
forks have you had, Granny? I guess that would be the actual question.
I don't know, dude. I thought we were talking about jacking off in porta johns.
Well, we moved on quickly. We moved quickly here.
You consider
gotta keep
porta
up.
john
Oh,
a
all right.
Are we trying to say Granny doesn't have class?
I can't
would-
fucking go into a porta john without getting a fucking hard on now. It's like it's gotten to that point. I think that I've crossed some kind of plane.
How many
Yes,
forks did
right.
you
Like,
take into the
you know
porta
that
john?
blue water, dude. and
Point
my
of no
dick
return.
just gets harder. Yeah, gets harder.
So
than
you
the
are an
fucking-
ass man after all, huh? Because you like the smell of ass.
He
No,
drinks the
it's
blue water.
that does it for me.
Yeah, that's a urinal cake.
Oh, is that what they meant?
Well,
Is that what they mean
no,
by the
okay.
land of sky blue water? From the land of sky blue water.
Shit.
Okay, so I had some breaking news, but Frankie showed up, and that always
Breaking
overrides
news, breaking
everything else
news.
going on.
Melton beating the shit out of Steel Toe in Las Vegas. What was that about? Now?
Right? Yeah. Apparently, Melton tracked him down and gave him a karate kick right to the face.
Oh my
And
god! Oh my
yeah,
God.
he tracked him down at the Hard Rock Casino. Fucking took him out.
That picture
I
is
like that
repulsive.
bikini.
Ew, the
Listen.
Hard Rock. Ew.
I know that's a Photoshop, but that actually looks like it could be Melton in a bikini. To be quite honest with you, that
Well,
doesn't
actually,
look
you
like
know
a
what that
Photoshop.
is? I'll be
Yeah.
100% honest. It's Melton's head on Chad's body. Honestly,
Good
that's what it is.
Lord.
He doubled down.
Oh my goodness.
It's a
More
it's
like
a
the
twofer.
blob shark.
That's why he won't take his
Why
shirt off.
does the inner thigh look bruised? Is that just like
He had a great time the other night.
First of all, Melton could never get his leg that high. That's number one.
Nah.
And
But if he believes he can, if he believes it,
I'm going to
No,
catch
you
up
can't.
shit because I shit on Melton.
Mind over matter.
you should be ashamed of yourself, Derek, for putting a picture of Jamingo's daughter up here. And like
Oh,
you
Jesus.
are fucked up.
My
Yeah.
daughter. Yes. It's true.
How do I get?
I didn't want to say
That
anything.
ain't nice at all.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
It's actually my
apparently,
body. I'm a transvestite. They took my head off and put Melton's head on my body in a bikini. That's what that was.
very proud.
I appreciate that.
My
I
OB
appreciate you guys not outing me and doxing me.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for.
it's called courtesy.
Yeah. I was going to wear a thong, but the last time I did that, I had to go to the hospital. It took 4 doctors to get it out of the crack of my ass.
Let me see that dog.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, are you done with
Yes.
your fucking questions so I can go to bed, or is it? Am I still being questioned?
Whatever you want to do, what you want to do. You came in here hot, so I didn't. What did
I
you
didn't
do?
fucking
all,
come in here hot. I was listening to the show, and you were like, oh, "I've got a bunch of fucking questions." And I came in here, and then you were still crippled.
No, it was about WDF. It was about Kevin Dumbfuck. So you answered the questions about Kevin Dumbfuck. Yes.
All right,
We need to know
you
more.
Still didn't answer the question I had about questions. Are you done?
Granny Dark Tony. That's fucking.
I don't know. These
Let's go.
shows are always, like I said, fast moving, and you never know when new topics come up that might involve you. So it's always hard to say that.
I have a question for the panel. If you could just take a look at Granny Dark Tony right there, what do you think that apartment smells like? Let's go with Chops Talks first. What
It's
do
a
you think that
single wide
apartment
fuck
smells like?
face.
Beer.
Oh, sorry.
I know, Granny.
Yeah.
That single wide smells like.
Bush Light, yeah.
Tranny fluid.
Boom! Got
Whoa.
him! Got him!
So that's a yes on the questions being done. You
Yes.
never answered.
No,
the
we're still going.
question.
Do we have any questions for Granny Dark Tony over here?
You Italian?
Yeah, what's Kevin's favorite vegetable?
Yeah, I'm fucking super Italian, dude.
Cucumber.
Have you not seen the grease?
How does are they like mashed potatoes over there? It's the bitch himself hanging out with these losers. I'm out of the Kenneth Pogue business.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So apparently, Joey Catalano is watching our show right now and doesn't like seeing you on here. That's too bad. Don't
This
look like
is
Joey.
no feud.
This is not Joey C. Right
Nope.
here.
Nope. I'm gonna be on Joey's show later.
Yeah, you're still going on there. Nice.
He invited me on. I don't.
Fuck all
He
you.
said I should stop by for his birthday bash, so I'll definitely stop by and wish him a happy birthday and all that. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
I'm doing
happy
4
birthday, Joey.
shows today, man. I'm doing 4 shows today. This is fucking insane. I feel like Bob Levy. Like, I can't do 4 shows no more. Yeah, hold my beer, Bob.
Well, it sounds like you got yourself involved in all kinds of shit at this point. So you kind of saddled yourself with this this live streaming biz. You just
I
found yourself
also have
hard
another
up.
show to do after this. Just wanted to let you know.
All right. What time does that start?
Just whenever I jump off of here, I'm going to go on. Vinny Paulino's doing his punishment challenge for the creep off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had some more questions for
7
you.
hours of
Definitely.
Star Wars for me.
Yeah. Let me pull this up.
You know, Granny Dark 30 had to go because that meth's not going to cook itself.
That's true.
He's got another show he had to go to.
Well, finally, I'm not the only meth head around here.
Because it's the best.
Yeah. He's not a chemist, but he tries.
He tries.
He pretends to be one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We said it at the same time, man. Fucking shit.
What are we doing here?
Jinx, you
We
owe me
are
some coke.
doing your story, which is all right.
Fun.
Let's start in the beginning here.
Jesus. Then,
Oh, yeah, what I said to
talk to
him.
you about dark mode. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, so I guess it started with this MLC. Hey, YouTube, do you enforce your terms of service? For the last 2 days, YouTube, Shuli Network has been trying to kill my channel by bombarding my shows with fake live views, and you do nothing about it? Do you enforce your rules? Let me know. Thanks.
That
Zero
is
Dark
like,
Tony.
that is like, first of all, the dumbest way you can actually try and tag YouTube. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's your show.
No, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I think it was more of a joke than anything. He's just kind of trolling everybody in Twitter. I do not think he actually expects YouTube to be like, oh, what, Mr. Brennan? What's the problem over there?
Are you
We'll
out of
look
your
into this
mind?
for you immediately.
Are you out of your mind? This is him. Actually, this is his ability on this is his understanding of how this works. That's who he thinks he should, because he went over and looked at Cardiff's first post from a while back. And I went and I said, Cardiff, if you want to, I sent him a message and I said, this is really like, these are the guys you want to tag, you know, and do it like this. And it's a prompt, basically, because what you're doing is you're getting the first round ain't going to be a person, right?
The potato is sending fake viewers to my channel. You going to do anything about that, YouTube?
The fucking potato.
The
He really thinks that a guy at YouTube is going to be like, oh, shit, Kevin Brennan just hit me up. You know, I'm telling you.
So go look up his views and just go, oh,
Yeah.
it's not 1 million. Well, we don't care.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
That's what he thinks.
I don't know.
Hold on. I
I'll
got to
give-
take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. YouTube.
In all fairness, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he actually was just fucking around. I'll give it. You guys can do your own
Give
assumptions.
him a lot of credit.
No, he's
Yeah,
I
think
will
about
never
that.
give Kevin the benefit of the doubt.
He is
He's dead
dumb
serious.
as a bag of hammers when it comes to the internet. I mean, that's all there is
Okay,
to it.
he might not be technologically advanced, but he makes
Oh,
up for that.
you mean
being
holding
funny.
your phone to a microphone? Like,
And then your reply down below is imagine the dunce you need to be thinking this is the way to tag YouTube. So yeah,
I
you
don't know.
definitely said that. And then on top of that, you quote tweeted, I just looked at MLC podcast channel and he could probably double his viewership if he knew what he was doing. He is leaving so much money on the table. Wow.
that's one thing I wanted to call Kevin out for so long. Like, why are you going to do your show live and then put it on Patreon where like people have to be members to watch it? It should be members only first and then put it out publicly. It's completely fucking
compound thing.
backwards.
Well, you're still not going to get the mechanism of the super chats and stuff like that when you go the other way. So he's
You
trying
got to
to
do shows
work that
live for
mechanism
super
now.
chats.
But you got
That's probably
Yeah,
the
that's true.
bulk
That's a good
of
point.
the bulk of his revenue is super chats, I would assume.
However,
Yeah.
and what I told him, and this is very simple stuff, and I know I have a smaller channel, but I have had some like incredible growth in a very short time because I figured something out.
Did you
It
look like
is-
Tony Stewart? I'm
What's
sorry.
that?
Go ahead. Did you look like Tony Stewart? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You got to get yourself in front of active viewers. So many people talk about the algorithm. Go ahead and tell me about the algorithm. Now shut the fuck up. Next thing is tell me about a person, an audience member. Who do you want to talk to? That's what you have to go for. That's what all the biggest creators will tell you. You cannot go for an algorithm. So when he comes up and he brings his live stream up, incredible organic audience. And what he doesn't realize is that audience, after he shuts off the live stream and he goes private, man, he's missing out on, like, I would say anywhere. It could be up to another $5,000, it could be up to another $5,000 that he's missing per show by taking it off there just from ad money. Not to mention the super thanks that people will put in after, the gifted memberships, the ad time. There's just a lot there. There's a lot of meat on that bone, and he's throwing it over to Patreon, where it ain't going to make any money other than for those people will wait. Let them wait. Let them wait 3 days, 4 days. Squeeze that teeth.
That Patreon's even a thing anymore. Like that's such an old school term, and I think that's what he's missing. Like he hasn't caught up.
Thing.
I got rid of all of my Patreon subscriptions, and now I just do YouTube memberships. That's all I do.
I mean, and this guy who was like the assistant for this kid's like, oh, you don't know about. I'm like, look, I don't have to make money on YouTube to understand it. Like systems, you idiot. And this was like the guy who said he was one of his assistants, one of Kevin. So he was trying to come in and make me look bad because he knows what I'm saying is right. He knows what and it's his fucking job to fucking do it. And he was trying to make me look bad. So I was like, you know what? Why don't you go fuck your mother?
So you did end up getting a reply from him. He quote tweeted you back and it said, keep my name out of your mouth. And of course, down below here, you can see where he's responding to you in the comments. Shoot me a DM and I'll give you all the sauce recipe for free. Adam can easily implement it. It's not some big secret, just some simple things you guys aren't doing. He said, done. Thanks. So Adam got a hold of you?
Kev got a hold of me. So, and I just said to him and we had a nice little chat and, I said, don't, I'm not looking for any friends. I don't need to go on your show. Just here. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. You know what I mean? Like, his show's not my thing. I have enough problems.
Screaming at people and calling them piazzas isn't your thing?
I don't know if I could sit.
Only Granny.
I don't know if I could sit on Kevin's show. I don't know. Yeah, it's just nothing that ever crossed my mind. I don't think I could. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else blocked in Kevin's chat?
Don't you have to be a member?
Yeah, my BYB account is for sure.
And also,
and Kevin swears up and down that nobody's blocked, but he still doesn't unblock me. It's fucking annoying.
So so I have to ask this question. So what's if you're not in the chat? I mean, what's the big deal about being blocked in the chat? If you're not going to send him a super chat, he's not going to read it anyhow.
Yeah.
So what's the big?
But
it's just annoying. It's just annoying because he insists that nobody's blocked, but people are clearly blocked.
Well, I think he's got a great organic audience. There's nobody that I've seen. And listen, I watch every kind of YouTube. I've been on YouTube since it started, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have seen almost every kind of I have never seen in my fucking life what Kevin does. Never seen it. It's like people coming in and just laying money at a friggin' like they're going into a church and laying it at a friggin' altar for this guy. The cult of Kevin.
The cult of Kevin. There we go.
That's kind of like what I see. I see like I deal with a lot of my content is dealing with a lot of different cults, right? So I recognize, there are a couple of very cultish signs here because he is surely a leader. And, it's not nefarious or anything like that. But you know what I mean? It is the cult of Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to go, but I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, John. Is there anything you would like to plug or talk about before you take off? What do you got coming up here soon?
I just my Twitter and we do the Boomer Bunker on Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m., but we don't do it on YouTube because we've been vanished. Banished,
before
not
you go-
vanished, vanished or banished. Yes,
Before you go, real quick, is the game this Sunday in Philly or in Dallas?
it's in Dallas.
Can I tell you a real quick story? Do you remember when, like way back in the early '80s, when the Eagles played Dallas for the Super Bowl, like
Yeah.
the championship?
Mhm.
What happened is that it was a home game.
Yep.
And the Dallas Cowboys had never won a game of this level in their home jersey, so that the Eagles switched to their away jerseys at home, so they would have to wear their home jersey, and they lost the game.
Yeah, and
Like that, right?
it was one of the coldest days,
Right.
and they had a bunch of nitwit Philly fans out there, Eagle fans out there,
No.
bare chested. They ended up getting frostbite. They had to go, but it was I'll tell you what. And again, as an Eagles
Amazing
fan,
game.
if they go 2-14, but they beat Dallas twice, as far as I'm concerned,
That's right. That's right. That's what I was gonna say. If it's in Dallas, I was gonna say if it's in Philly on Sunday, y'all gotta put up some boards on your window.
That's all right. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for having me
Got
on
to grease those poles.
Yeah, thanks, John. You have a good one.
You too.
Nice
Take care.
meeting you, John.
Super cool.
Yeah, and either one of you guys, if
I
you
missed
gotta
that
hop
accent.
off, that so be it. Whatever. I got some more topics and shit I'm gonna get into, but yeah, I don't know if you guys do you know Kate Meany, Kenneth Pogue, or heard of her?
That's Kevin Meaney's dad, right?
Daughter, right? Yeah.
Nothing on that. Nothing on that. Okay.
No.
Daughter dad.
Yeah. Well, he's wiping his nose. He's freezing to death. It's got to be pretty cold out there.
It's better than it was yesterday. It's better than it was this morning, actually. I was like, you could vision on my stream this morning, you could see my hand shaking while I'm doing this stream. It's stupid.
Dayla's got some ideas for us. Views are going down. Show some skin, Kenny, and get them back up. No thanks. I appreciate the advice, but no, we don't need any of the porn bombing like all those horrible devil historians and whatnot do. Oh, there you go, Dayla. There you go, Dayla. Are you happy now?
Sign up to his Patreon to get the rest.
Show my belly.
Yeah, I know we were talking about WDIP Kevin Dumbfuck earlier, but whatever. He quit his show. Sounds like he might be having some mental problems. This Kate Meany chick, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on her? She seems like she put out a tweet. Was it this morning about suicide and fucking eating disorders, and like it seems like she might be unraveling, dude.
Dude, I said just the other day, she got
boy
went out. Patrick put out some kind of tweet or something, and then someone goes, "Yeah, he's a real dork," and she goes, "Yeah, he's the worst," about me. And I said, I may be the worst, but I'm not an entitled LA4 who thinks that she magically has talent. And she blocked me from that. That was
yeah.
I think
in LA4, I almost believe that because I have been to LA and
she's in LA4. I'm telling you right now, she's in LA4. I could walk out of my I could walk out of my place and for 100 yards in any direction and find a girl hotter than her. Maybe 200 yards.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Her looks aside, I think that like her having already like being kind of famous, having a famous dad and hopping into this industry, she hasn't had the time because she is young. She hasn't had the time to learn mistakes. And she actually doesn't have time because the eyes are on her and she's making all the mistakes and she's not saying the obvious stuff that we all need to say, like allegedly or in Minecraft. It's stuff that we all know what to do. And it's either she's brilliant and just being edgy so that everybody is creating this controversy around her, which if she's making money off of it, brilliant. The Kardashians made a whole industry about it. So, or she's literally just messing up and she needs to learn.
Butt plug.
I don't think that I'm surprised that she acts the way she does with having been around her dad. I mean, you know, I know that he was like maybe considered like a wild
True.
guy, but you do see like, you know, him probably saying, okay, sweetheart, I got to go do my interview now. I need you to relax. And you know what I mean? Like I could see some of that happening so that she may have soaked in some, I mean, like,
Yeah, some of the business aspect of the business. Right. Yeah.
Well said.
Like I would assume that she did have that explained to her in some ways.
But
There's no way she didn't hear some of it.
She should stop the coke. She should stop the fucking drugs is what she should do. And I think that's what kind of makes me angry a little bit. Because I'm someone who like I lost a lot of shit from drugs, and I think it makes me angry seeing someone go down that route because I don't want them to do it at the same time. You know, I don't want them to go down that path and have to suffer because when you do drugs at that age, man, it's just you're fucking yourself up. You really are. And I know a lot of people are going to think, "Oh, shut up," but I love drugs. And
this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, well, I would appreciate it if you had some, give them to me. But
that's why I don't do drugs anymore because I love them too much.
Right. I mean, I don't do drugs anymore. I still do drugs, but
what?
Anyway, the Hedberg joke. I can't. I'm too looped on being sick. But
I miss Mitch.
I used to do drugs.
That's
I still do drugs, but I used to too.
That's right.
I used to too.
Do you need me to bag these apples? No, I juggle.
I fucking missed it, Mitch Hedberg, so much.
His style of comedy was just plain, simple, right to the point, and I loved it.
This is a girl that's had like a lot of privilege in her life.
You know
what I mean? Like all the privilege.
Yeah,
you know, she's an LA4, but she's a North Carolina 9. So she can go down to like Raleigh and, you know, find herself like a dumb college football player or something, you know.
But I also thought like a lot of the New Yorkers were actually fairly like street smart and like ahead of the game. I always hear that like, oh, us New Yorkers are so edgy, and if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Bing bong. But like, I don't know. She seems like maybe she was a little sheltered. That might just be the problem right there.
A little naive, definitely.
And then I hear a lot of people that are still out partying on cocaine. Look, I've lost a couple friends to the fentanyl in the past few years, and like scares the shit out of me. And I love cocaine.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I just haven't touched it in like 4 years.
That was the rumor too, right? That she got the coke for Kate, not Kate Meany, but the other Kate that had all the 3 people die when she was there. Like supposedly Kate Meany got the coke for her.
You know what? I think
Darius.
That's why she blocked me because
wasn't it like Darius Rucker's like ex-girlfriend or some shit?
Kate Quigley, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kate Quigley. There you go. And 3 of her friends. Kate Quigley is the one that lived. But allegedly, these are the stories I've been hearing is that that Kate Meany got the drugs for them.
Yes.
That's why she blocked me. Because I put that headline up. Oh, you know.
You're just doing your due diligence, right?
You have to, you got to research it up and down, man. Good, bad, and the ugly. I follow the truth. Truth don't follow me.
Right. Yeah, it's not like Kate is boofing cocaine like we hear those stories, or that every time Alex Stein comes to town, he plows that shit out, inside out.
Cracking his ass in front of little girls in a lake. Fucking piece of shit.
Yep. She's with that trans Alex Stein
and
guy.
I put that picture up too. So maybe there's multiple reasons she blocked me. I'm remembering now. It's all coming back to me. It was late.
Were you trolling her?
No, she said something dumb about me. So I was like, okay, well, here you go. See ya. Have a nice day. Just,
And that whole thing about bringing up like suicide. I hate that, dude.
I wanted that to be in her head. What?
Well, no, her just fucking with everybody, like with the suicide stuff. It seems like that little girl shit where you're like, woe is me. Everybody pay attention to me. I don't think it's not as much of a cry for help as it is like, I want people to feel sorry for me or, that kind of crap.
Prove it. At least make an attempt so that we feel something. I mean,
don't say that. Jesus. We don't want her to do it.
No, I'm just saying it. Jeff, I'm just saying. I wasn't talking about her.
I honestly hope that she makes
fucking brutal.
No, like a high wire. You got to make the attempt. You got to cross the thing till people know you're serious.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take Tony's advice,
Wow,
please,
you
God.
guys, I
No.
thought you guys were.
Clean your act up, hun. Clean your act up. You know?
That
Learn the
was
lessons
that
and
came
go
out.
more positive.
I mean, look.
Allegedly in Minecraft. No, that and also chops. By the way, that doesn't save you from anything.
I come
that's
from
a, that's a falsehood.
Listen, I come from a place where if someone is on top of a building, what do you think they're screaming up to that motherfucker? Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah.
Jump.
No, don't.
Yeah, you got to fight your human side or your animal side, I guess more.
I don't want anybody to be hurt. I'm just joking.
Yeah. No, I see what she's doing. We don't want her to be hurt, but it seems like a desperate cry for whatever attention. I hate that crap.
She's going through a hard time. The internet has their eyes on her right now.
I think her boyfriend with the small dick dumped her, so she needs to get piped. Yeah, she needs to get piped up there.
I forgot about that.
Kenneth, do you know who Dave Dameroff is? He was in like Crashing and.
Is he the guy with the little dick?
Oh, Dove Davidoff?
He was. Well, that was who she was dating. Like I speculated it was Ari.
A little dick. I mean, it's not like he left her and his dick grew like 4 inches. You know.
I have no idea. I have no idea on the dick of Dave Dameroff. I just I just remember
we have to
watching
ask Stuttering
Crashing
John
on HBO with Pete Holmes. You guys seen that show? I'm sure.
One thing he ain't doing.
Crashing was great.
The one thing he's not doing. Crashing.
Yeah, Crashing. We got a super chat here. Some stupid asshole. What is this show? Good question. We're still wondering ourselves, but we keep doing it, whatever it is. We keep showing up 3 days a week to do whatever the hell we do. Sounds good so far. Hey, that's great. You making me feel great so far. I appreciate that. Yeah, so she was dating. Jesus Christ, learn to talk. I deserve this for what I just did. This is what I deserve for that.
You stupid stuttering moron faggot.
You went full on Xena for a second.
Yeah. So she was dating Dove Dameroff. She went on the wet spot, and I speculated it was Ari Shaffir because come to find out, like everything, she was like, "Oh, I know, I was dating a guy that's passed at the stand in the cellar and blah blah blah." And I went through. I called her on the phone and I went through like all the specifics of the guy, and I thought it was Ari Shaffir 100%. It was like lives in Jersey, has one kid, passed at the stand in the cellar, is a Jew. And I was like, oh, that's got to be Ari Shaffir. Like same age. They're almost identical age too. So whatever, I called in. And anyway, just by narrowing it down, we figured out it was Dave Dameroff. And someone said Dave Dameroff, and they got her on that. So we got her to open up about her opening up to Dave Dameroff. And I mean her legs. Opening up that anal. She loves talking about anal, doing boofing with the coke and all that fun stuff. I just throw shit out there, by the way. Everybody out there listening, I'm just being a horrible asshole and just saying horrible shit. I have no idea if that's true. It's all speculation. But I did worry, honestly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I don't like seeing shit like I saw this morning, though, the suicide shit, and then talking about like eating disorders. It's like, yeah, I hope the best for her. That's all I'll say from
Nobody who says it is going to do it. All right. How about that?
Cool. That's typically the case, but every once in a while, someone fucks around and finds out.
I don't know what you're
that's
talking
unfortunate.
I don't know.
Becomes a little too real sometimes.
Pogue's eyes freak me out. Nah, I don't know. They're pretty blue eyes, man. He's looking to his eyes. He's like looking into
Very
the
blue.
ocean. It's like you're staring at my soul or something, man.
Well, yes, we have
Art-
this lovely oven right over here. It's a double decker. Would you like to learn how to bake?
This way is the showers. This way is the ovens. No.
Lovely. Would you like to bake or clean? What do you want to do?
Take a step to the right. Get out of line. Ari Shafir is too big time for her. I don't know. Tony's over here calling her a 4, so I would imagine Ari Shafir probably wouldn't disagree.
Now, Stevie Lou said she looks a lot better in person. I believe that might be possible, but she's got something's
off.
A little bit of a mouth.
Well, you know what they say, that camera adds 10 pounds to your fat arms, Kate.
Oh, that's right. She's sensitive about that. Kate, you have fantastic arms. Stop being sensitive.
They're huge. You have beautiful, huge arms.
Are you guys gonna sit here and fucking compliment her? Oh, I guess we need the good cop, bad cop. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
No, she has really nice, huge, fat arms. They're really nice, though. They look good.
I've only seen her with no arms, with like her holding them behind her back because she's trying to hold out those non-existent tits, those nurples that she has on her. You know, it's almost like someone just squeezes the nipple too hard and pulls it out a little bit. And then that's what you got left. What she had.
She's going to end up doing slam poetry after all this whole thing.
Yeah, we'll do slam poetry, not heroin. That's my saying.
Depends on how
Choose your habits wisely.
You know, do you like
Barry Stevens always rocking it. Would it kill her to do some tri-step extensions? That's right. Do some of the. That's right.
Let's just call her. Can we have a new nickname for her? Can we call her Fudgy Kate? Fudgy?
Oh no!
It's her arm. No. It's the butt sex.
The anal.
Well, there's Fudgy the Whale from Carvel Ice Cream. Do you remember Carvel Ice Cream? Fudgy the Whale. Do you remember Fudgy the Whale? Can we have Fudgy the Kate? Can we do that? Anybody out there find the Fudgy the Whale and put Kate's face, and we're gonna call her Fudgy. All right, no tits. Black one. No tits.
Hey, SG fanboy, get on that.
You know,
she almost sounds like the perfect woman. She buys drugs for people. She likes anal.
Right.
It's great.
Well, she doesn't murk her friends.
Allegedly.
She murks her friends, which is cool. Well, that got quiet.
What's up, everybody?
No, I was going to say murking people. I assume what you're saying is giving them hot loads, which is like a bad batch of dope, right?
Oh.
Is that what murking is? I don't know. I've never heard of murking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like giving someone a hot load.
They do that. They've been doing that with dollar bills. Like if I see a dollar bill on the floor folded up, like apparently they've been putting just a little bit of fentanyl in, and then someone picks it up, and then they die.
Just by touching it.
But I was coming in. Dude, it's the tiniest bit. But I was coming in from work one day from my smoke break, and then someone had dropped a $50 bill on the floor. I ain't passing that up. Fuck that, dude. I find money all the time. I found a $100 bill once. I found $50. I found $5. I found $20. Like, I find money everywhere. My wife finds jewelry.
You guys are lucky.
Nice. Yeah, well, it's kind of weird though. You're always finding these bills in people's back pockets. What's up with that, man?
He's Irish. It's the luck of the Irish.
Yeah, look at this $50 bill. I just happened to find it laying there right in this guy's pocket. They
don't even have to work. They just have to walk down the road, and they'll make their wages.
Some stupid asshole with a stick. Do something. Poke's show with a stick, I should say. All right, we're trying. We're doing things. It's happening. We're live. We're doing it. We're doing it live.
Let me just be clear with the audience and with the panel that I'm doing what I'm doing to help Kate. All right, I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to get the hazing done quicker. Let's go, honey. Let's get it over with. You may as well. You're already in for a penny, in for a pound. You're going to be crying to your mom in a week, okay, because of what people say about you, and when they start to call your mother's cell phone and start to send dick pics to her mother's cell phone. I'm not endorsing that. Okay, I'm not endorsing that at all. But I've heard of things like this happening. You know, like little videos and clips that get to family members, and it's the big, dumper coming in hot. You know, so yeah, like the one that got the John shut down.
Kate, we're here for your emotional
Does she have
support
a
as
big
well.
dumper?
All right.
Yeah, well, when we get our call-in number, we'll offer it like a suicide hotline. So Kate can only for her though, personal suicide hotline. So she can call in and we can talk her down off of any ledge that she might be standing at any moment.
With the shit people say about me, everybody can kind of shut the fuck up and leave me alone when I got something to say about someone else. Okay, how about that?
Well, I bet
I have at least.
I bet Kate Meany is the type of. I bet Kate Meany is the type of broad that jumps off of a first-story ledge and tries to kill herself.
Off of a shopping cart.
Where's the main coat?
I'm jumping off the shopping cart. I'm jumping off the Whole Foods salad bar.
Oh, you think she goes to a trashy joint like Whole Foods? She's probably at the super upscale shit, right?
Yeah, Applebee's.
Applebee's.
Would that be D'Agostino? No, that would be. There's another market in New York. It's up from D'Agostino's. It's oh Jesus, it's two names. I forget the name of the market, but it's a
Piggly Wiggly.
Bill Burr had a joke about.
No, very fancy. Who lives in New York? I'm here. It's a very fancy, fancy market.
Yeah, if anyone knows, shout it out in the chat. Go ahead. If I know we got a bunch of New Yorkers out there, so
it's not that.
Bill Tong has a good question. Whose fingers are worse, Pogue or Nick?
Wegmans?
Bobby, Nick. Can we see your fingers? Your smoking finger?
Your smoky fingers?
Oh, yeah. He does have a Bobby Nick finger.
Bobby Nick.
Wow,
Bobby Nick finger.
I'm surprised. You're a younger guy. Bobby Nick's
keep practicing. Keep practicing.
Yeah, if he was here right now like he was supposed to be, but he left and got mad at me because I booted him. No, he could have came back. I just whatever. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Dwayne Reed.
I was thinking Wegmans.
Wegmans?
Okay, possible.
Yeah. I'm sure Kate is a great waitress.
There's one with two names. It's got two names. Not Dwayne drugstore.
Cat's Delicatessen.
Said your finger looks like a lit cig.
Two names.
What a superpower that would be.
All right. I quit on looking for that name. Nobody's coming up with it.
Yeah.
So next story. So speaking of butt stuff,
that's a Godsmack tattoo.
Yeah, correct. Stone Temple Pilots, isn't it?
Oh, Gristides
Godsmack.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, hold on.
So yeah, like back to the ha 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 when people die. Ralph was gay? Question mark. Ha ha ha. MLC podcast, of course. It always comes back to Kevin Brennan, doesn't it, guys? No matter what we do, we circle back to Kevin Brennan stories. No, Ralph Sorella. I know, Kenneth, you're a Howard Stern fan. You probably are very aware of Ralph Sorella, right? The hairdresser, his hairdresser?
Nope.
Yeah, a lot of people are speculating. A lot of people are
I
speculating.
mean, if I was a real comic, I would have yes-anded.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but apparently they a lot of people say that they were gay lovers. Does anyone have an opinion on that, or is that a shitty story I just brought up?
Dude, knowing how
we're doing great so far.
What was it? What was it again?
I could tomorrow. I could ask my boss.
Yeah, I know very much about Ralph.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think he was Howard Stern's gay lover? Like we're starting to see all the stories floating around. Obviously, he was his hairdresser, but
no.
No anal.
Howard is a hygienic freak. He would never do it in the poop chute, dude. I don't see it.
We thought Ralph was like a dirty slime ball.
Yeah, he used to call in for forever, from back in the 80s even.
He was on the David Letterman show before he was on the Howard Stern show. He was in a audience thing. Kate looks like Michael Jackson.
Some stupid asshole. I like this guy's name. That is a fucking great name, dude. Kate looks like Michael Jackson. Kate looks like Michael Jackson and also acts like him. Anal, crack smoking, delusional thoughts, famous father, etc. We're doing it.
She's like a mix between Axl Rose and Axl Rose and Chucky.
Oh damn!
That's brutal.
Why was that so vivid? That was so vivid. I'm sorry, Kate. I can fix you. It's okay.
The one comment that Melton made about her, like she has mop hair, and after he said that, it was like, oh yeah, that is exactly perfect description.
And
she does look like she uses a lot of hair.
I mean, the worst. I mean, her resting bitch face is like a 12. You know what I mean? Her resting bitch.
That is what's going on. That is a thing, dude. She does have that face.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Can't disagree with that. I can't.
I just know. Look, I've dated girls like Kate. Okay, in my past, in my dumb days, but this bitch is a bottomless fucking hole of attention. There is no amount of attention and adoration that she can get that will satisfy her. She is one of these Hollywood kids. You see them all over the fucking place out here, you know, doing all the worst things to other people. And, you know, it's just like you got to put yourself together in a way that you could live your life and not have your dad roll over in his fucking grave, which he's probably.
He's like a little chihuahua.
Even though.
I got your joke. He's rolling over in his grave so he can be ass up so he can get fucked.
I was gonna say, but they
you beat me to it, Quadfather.
Now on my goddamn joke. I was gonna say, but they buried him face down anyway. So fucking guys.
See, what we do here is step on people's jokes. That's how we step on your punchline. And I can't even walk, which makes it even weirder.
He is stepping all over my jokes. He's
rolling over your jokes. That's right.
But you know,
Barry Stevens, the soulless quality common among members of elite families. That's not untrue.
Marvin Gaye Jr. Like they're just people out in LA that are the sons and daughters of very famous people, and they have had a rough time of it.
Like I said, I think she's having a hard time just because she's coming from a famous background, just straight off the bat, and she can't get away from it. This is who she's going to be known for. That was her dad, you know?
Unnatural upbringing. She's a freak. She'll never fit in. I'm just kidding.
She might eventually, you know. We will all find a place to fit in, you know.
She's got some growing up to do.
Yeah, I'm just roasting her a little bit. Like I said, I take an awful lot, so I think I can be a little harsher with people, but it's all in good fun, and I want people to just absorb it and make their skin thicker, like mine. Be like me. Thank you.
Barry Stevens. Her father was buried face up, so all the cocks would fall out. That's a good one. Pick up a pen, Barry. Pick up a pen. You got.
I don't know the guy now.
You got a fan here, Kenneth. Can I get my daily dose of Pogue? Edna Crab-Pauly. Edna Crab-Pauly. I hope I don't Poger dose.
It's possible.
That's the chat. They're just as funny as we could ever think to be. Absolutely.
Kenneth, how do you poke somebody? When they're talking about what is that?
Yeah, don't get poked to death. No, Kenneth, a question for you. How do you feel being part of the Dabbleverse now? You see all the trolling and the doxing and the fucking with people and making lol cows out of people. How do you feel swimming in the fucking Shark Tank now that you're in it?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Vince to send me some fucking beer, man. Like he sent me like 20 COVID tests. Now I'm just waiting for some beer to show up. I hope it's not O'Doul's. Jesus Christ.
Did you tag him in the retweet so he knew where to find you?
No, I'm trying to really just leave it alone. I'm trying to ignore it because it's really he's getting on my fucking nerves, honestly. But
never say that. You never admit. See, that's the first mistake people make.
Don't you wish you had a time machine right now so that you could eat that sentence that you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it really there's only it's just annoying. That's all it is. Like it's like can you just stop and just send me some fucking beer and stop put I doubled down. Whoops.
You really did.
Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls.
Yeah.
You should say, okay,
Vince just does Vince shit, so I'm not too worried.
Vince is
They're great. They're great people. We love the show.
He's casually.
Yeah, go ahead, Zero.
But I mean, a lot of the stuff that pops up, I mean, it's all public record anyway. So
yeah.
Oh, doxing and stuff like that. I got to tell you, when I see stuff that goes on in the Dabbleverse, and I like to observe and hang on. I don't do Dabbleverse content. I have the Ripcast thing. I'm sort of restructuring that, but but I'm kind of an observer. But in the content that I do and the people that I deal with, I'm dealing with these cult members. So when I see you guys like doxing each other and all this stuff in the Dabbleverse, I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's real cute that they do. You should
that's
see
just that's small potato. It's small potatoes, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you also got to consider the channels that I deal with are these cult channels are massive, right? So you're talking about I'm getting, I have like a crowd of like 1 million people that hate me. Love it.
Wow.
So don't let it get you down, is what I'm saying. Because
for sure.
you don't want to switch between for a day. I'll tell you that.
It never, Kathy Coolba, never let those people know they're getting to you. That's 1,000,000% the correct answer.
Correct. Never let them see you sweat.
Yeah, I have seen all the negativity and all the little fights and battles and blah 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 blah. But today I saw Insufferable Bastards podcast, which is Carlos Danger. That escaped me for a second.
Yeah.
He said, I say homicide by February in the Dabbleverse. I know that our show. No, I thought that's like a good over under. Like, is there actually going to be violence here in the next few months? It's a wonder. It's a wonder no one's really been like Chad pretended like he got punched and said, "Oh, Kumia country." That's all bullshit. But there is a likelihood that eventually we will end up seeing someone have violence brought upon them.
I think
all these guys are in public.
Yeah. John is,
and they go to events. They go to events. They are a lot of the comedians. People could look up and find out where they're at. So it's not like they're hidden from people coming and finding them, which I'm not saying. You get what I'm going with. I'm not saying
I can already see that episode of Snapped. It just makes sense.
I can see it headed that direction. So I guess we almost could have a death pool in the Dabbleverse and do like an over under on it and put bets down. We could choose months. We could do lots. I know it's sick and disgusting. I know our show is probably
definitely.
Yeah, I know our show is the first one to have just a death. Period. It's only a matter of time before something negative like that happens. I can see it.
John is going to outlive everyone like a cockroach. Oh
my God.
I forgot to tell you, some of these cult weirdos that I have been dealing with, one of the ones who like really came at me pretty hard, the guy disappeared. on Sunday. He's been disappeared since Sunday and shit. And he lives near me.
Aaron.
Go on.
No, not Aaron. Doug. The Doug from Dazed and Not Confused. I was on his show, and I don't like him at all. But obviously, I don't want any harm to befall him. I hope that he turns up, just ate too many edibles and he's out in the desert and he ate some, like a peyote or something. He did a vision quest. He's like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. That was
Golden
great.
Melendez.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, Melendez took what, 9 months off? Disappeared for a long time, man. That was quite a stretch. How long is it? I mean, that's the other pool we could start is like, how long is it before Stuttering John disappears again, or is he making too much money at this point? It's worth his time to stay around and collect them super chats. Collect them super chats.
Yeah, he's addicted to the super chat.
I think they got to milk it as long as they can because it's eventually going not to get big.
Yeah.
You know?
If I
it's kind of limited time for sure. Yeah, there is going to come a time where this all wears out.
Even for Kevin,
even for those type of shows,
Well, Kevin's a little different, I think, because he is a comedian and is actually fucking funny. No matter what anyone thinks about him, he is funny. Everyone says that, so everyone's in agreement.
Stopped doing comedy though.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Hold on.
But he could go right back to it.
Here's the thing about Kevin. You go to any comedy club in the world, guess whose picture you're going to see on that wall of fame when you walk in that fucking place? You're going to see Kevin Brennan's picture.
Richard Pryor.
Okay, you got big. I didn't know that. Shit.
He is one of those guys that's just in all of those, you know what I mean? In all those stand-up places where you go. I mean, where they have all the pictures of all the comics, and like that, on the good wall, not the wall by the shitter. The one when you walk in and the feature.
Yeah.
So he's one of those guys. He's considered like he's considered in that old.
Well, he made it
Saturday Night
even
Live.
though he didn't make it. He did make it because like you end up on Saturday Night Live. You get a pilot episode on a major network back when that actually mattered. You technically made it. Period. End of story. Like even if your shit doesn't get picked up and you don't stay on the cast for a long time. It sounded like he quit Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but he ain't no Neil Brennan though.
No, well, Neil Brennan made a lot of money, but if you watch his show now or you listen to like his comedy, it's trash, dude. He is definitely Kevin Brennan is the funny brother, no doubt about it.
2,500. That's my price.
He's the number one son.
To put myself through that, I do 2,500. But I got a little more seasoning on me. Okay, so everybody relax. Everybody calm down. Calm down. If John gets 3, I get 2,500.
Is John like the type of person at this point where he's just a heel that everybody talks about? I've never seen this show. Is he actually funny, or does he just be the guy that everybody likes to hate?
John?
He's an asshole.
He just screams and yells about people, just like Kevin. It's like a word. It's I don't know who's worse, John or Kevin.
Well,
I can't figure it
Kevin
out.
can be funny. Kevin is funny. John is not funny. He's just an asshole. So
And he's very juicy.
Definitely not.
Very fluidy. He's always blowing his nose.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something.
His litter box.
It's a little box.
God.
Wait a minute. Is it a bit, or does he actually have like a neurological problem that's going on?
He is.
Or is it just
okay? I know
brain alcoholic.
I know a little something about what's going on with him. Remember Lady Di from Opie and Anthony?
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was drinking, I think, what was it, like 30 natty ices a day, people were speculating, and she ended up with Korsakoff syndrome, which is alcohol-induced dementia. And that's exactly what's happening with John. He's headed on the same path as she is.
Ray
So he hasn't dropped the stop
Ray
at
has
all.
that. I think Ray actually has it. Like he is suffering from that, from alcohol-induced dementia, because I have head injuries.
I think it's different with
fella, but if I started to drink, I would be like Ray.
I'm gonna let my dog in, but go ahead and talk neurological shit. I got some points to make when I get back.
Okay.
Because
Well, I actually I had seizures in the past from not consuming enough alcohol,
Grand Mall, the Grand Mall.
and I don't think it was Grand Mall, but the first time I bit the
Small
fuck
Mall?
out of my tongue, and I'm pretty sure I hit my head on the floor.
Oof.
But after that, like, I had, I think, 2 more after that. But I realized like what was about to happen, and I just laid down on the floor on my side,
Oh, good.
and then I woke up like sometime later. And but then when I flew to New York, I had a seizure on the plane as it was landing. And then I woke up in the terminal, you know, surrounded by paramedics and police officers, you know, and then I was like, no, I'm fine. My girlfriend's waiting for me. I got to meet her at baggage claim, this and that. And I refused medical attention. And then we're in the cab on the way home in the Uber or whatever the fuck it was. And then I had a seizure in the car again on the way home.
It's a
But I'm
horrible
happy
drug.
to say I haven't had any seizures since.
Well,
I commend you
Yeah,
guys
that's
for
actually
being
how we lost our show mate. One of the guys that was on this show, he ended up tried to quit drinking, and that ended up giving him a seizure. Then he got a stroke. Then he went into a coma, and then he passed away. So it was like fucking. It was weird, man, but it happened. I don't know, just out of nowhere one night, and then the next day he was in a coma, and a couple days later, he's dead. It's like,
I
fuck,
really
wow,
just-
Some
that's
people
real as
do
it
cold
gets.
turkey. I just don't agree with it. You know, I think you gotta just do it slow. You know,
Nah.
but that's just I'm not a doctor. You know,
No, you have to do it medically with medication. I mean,
That's what I'm working on right now.
Alcohol and pills are the hardest withdrawals. And I was in rehab a long time ago, and the people that got taken out of the rehab in ambuli was the people who were doing the pills, but more
Ambuli.
so the people drinking, the alcoholic people. You know,
Mhm.
not the crackheads,
Yep.
not the tweakers, not the junkies. It was either the pill people, because those are the hardest withdrawals that need real medical supervision. And if you look, that's why I say I don't know how the fuck I'm alive. You know what I mean? Because I just quit drinking cold turkey one day, and I was drinking a whole
Same here.
of fucking Jameson every day.
both of them, dude.
A whole
Shit.
handle of Jameson, starting in the morning with the coffee, or I would go through 2 of those. What's the fighter's whiskey? The MMA guy's whiskey.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor's whiskey.
Proper 12.
Proper 12. I would go through 2 bottles of Proper 12 or 1 handle of Jameson in a day, and then
That's what I was. That's what I was doing. I was drinking a liter of vodka a day.
yeah, 8 ball of cocaine and like a pack of cigarettes. I would fall up the stairs, bro.
Like Joe Biden, huh? Yeah,
Absolutely.
I had a drinking problem too. One time I tried to drink an entire pool full of water.
Oh, damn it. You are all walking miracles. If you think about it, every single one of you. It's
I'm
insane.
not a
Like,
walking miracle necessarily, but I'm a miracle.
Oh.
I think so.
good catch.
I got one for you. I got one for you. So everybody, you know, they accuse me of being a meth head, using meth. I used to use meth when I was 16. You ever take a big rip off of a meth pipe and then just fall asleep? I did. And then I woke
Thank
up 3
goodness
days
no.
later.
3 days? I thought meth was supposed to like up
Well,
you.
he might have been awake for a little while already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was definitely up for like 7 days already.
Holy
I only
shit.
did
when I started,
and that's what happened. I was up for like several days, and it was like fucking making collages and shit.
Tweaking, basically, right?
Fun times,
That's what,
man.
that's what you call tweaking.
Some stupid asshole. Imagine that. Everyone on the panel are degenerates. Love it. Tell more drug stories.
Yeah,
I stayed up for 6 days one time. I didn't like eat the whole time, you know, whatever. But eventually my brain snapped and I thought the cops were after me, and I ran from the cops for about like half a day, like 12 hours probably. Was running from cops that weren't even there. Like I snapped.
Damn,
my
I got
brain
one.
snapped.
When
I got one here. We were dealing with our gay meth dealer. Of course, he's gay because he loves to do meth and get fucked in the ass. But he started when we were waiting for it. He started asking all sorts of questions like, "Who is it for? Where? When? How?" Like just all these fucking questions. And then my other dealer, who obviously didn't have anything on him, so he was looking to find it. He was like, "Yo, we're getting raided. We gotta go." So we left my house at like 2 a.m. Then we went up to look. We went up into the mountains, Lookout Mountain in Colorado, and then we actually ended up getting pulled over in Lookout Mountain. And I didn't know at the time, but my boy who was driving, I knew he had been to jail before, but apparently he had charges of assault with deadly weapons and shit. And he had knives in his trunk, and it was a whole fucking thing. And my friend Andrew, we had weed on us, so he shoves the weed into a Wendy's bag with a bunch of garbage. Cops never found it. But they had us on the side of the mountain, all handcuffed, just interrogating the fuck out of us. But yeah, and it turns out there was no raid ever happening. Fucking meth, man.
Wow. You guys
It's a hell of a
all
job.
imagined the same scenario to yourselves, huh?
Well, when I lived in Hollywood, I had a junkie neighbor, right? But I was also like starting to like smoke it a little bit, but these guys were full on shooting it up. And I lived at Hack Ride will probably know what I'm talking about. I lived in Hollywood, and Hack Ride, Mike Starr from Alice in Chains was my neighbor. So he was the bass player.
Wow. Okay.
So he was my neighbor, and he
Rest
was
in peace, Mike.
He was always fucking like stealing plants off of other people's porches and shit, and bringing them up to like on his balcony. Like he would steal the plants and he would put them where everyone could see them, bro. Okay, it's like not like a fishing plant. Yeah, no, he would just like take the plant and be like, "Oh, I love this plant," and he put it up there. He always wore this Pink Panther jacket, and he lived with his dad. His dad lived with him, who was also a junkie. So one day I go up there, and I was smoking. I was pretty high, but smoking it is different than sitting around and shooting it all day, right? So go up there. I go up there, and on the bed is Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. He is shut up. He is on the bed, and dude is purple. And I had met him a couple times before. I already known him. So I go up and I see him there, and he was like, "Scott's up here. He's pretty fucked up." And I go up there, and Scott is like blue. Scott is like purple. Okay. So I go like, "Hey, Scott, hey, man, move your toes, bro. Move your toes." And then I was like, "Move your fingers, man. Do crabbies with your hands, man. Crabby claws." And he was like overdosed, right? But he somehow, this dude has the constitution. He had the constitution of a fucking mule. So he gets up, and he had like he had blood on his pants from like shooting up, just wiping off. And he gets up and he sits up, and he's like, "How long was I out?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just got here." And he said, This is a big lesson, kids." He goes, "Fuck it, I'm a millionaire." And I said, "I quit." You know what I mean? I heard him say that, and I was like, he's so lost. He was such a lost soul, that Scott Weiland guy. He really was.
I feel like
he thought he was talking to a crowd or something
with
when he
Scott
said that.
Weiland, like,
no, he knew where he was.
Oh,
he knew
okay.
he was in Mike Starr's apartment.
Yeah, crazy, man.
Crazy shit, dude. Drugs are nuts, bro.
yeah. I did heroin for about a month in, let's see, I was 27, which once again, I'm lucky. But I never shot it. I just, I smoked it. I chased the dragon, because my buddy, he told me, he's like, "No, I don't ever want to get you into this." But then, of course, he needed his fix, and then he knew I had money. So then for about a month there, every Saturday when I got paid, we would go get 1.5 grams of this marble from the Hondurans, and he would take the 0.5 gram, and I would take the gram, and I would just smoke the fucking gram. But he wanted to shoot up one time in the parking lot on the way home, and I was like, dude, I'm not cool with this. And then of course he's nodding out at a stoplight, and I'm like, dude, fucking wake up, we got to get home. What the fuck are you doing? But he was out of his mind. I hope he's still alive. I haven't heard from him in a long time. He's overdosed several times and been revived with an adrenaline shot to his heart by paramedics.
I wish
Like
you did.
straight out of Pulp Fiction shit.
I wish you did some meth when you told the story, bro. I'm just fucking with you, dude.
Tell it a little faster. What's up?
Just put up.
You're good, man. You're good.
It's up to 125.
No, it was just a lot to unpackage. Like, because then I remembered like that he had overdosed several times, and but
So he had a history.
yeah, heroin is fucked up. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. He was insisting to me that speedballs are safer.
Well, it's
What the fuck?
Well,
It's only.
You know what I mean? It's a neutralizer. You got a little of this.
That's what killed Lane Staley.
It killed everyone. It's
Yeah.
killed River Phoenix, John Belushi, fucking Chris Farley. That's what killed everybody. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the deadliest one. Yeah, you
Man,
can't go up
heroin is
and
horrible.
down at the same time and expect to live. Not a good.
I have not touched opiates since
Nope.
I'm an old guy, so I haven't touched it since 1998. I haven't touched opiates.
Okay.
I think it's like 25, 27 years, something like that.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
craziest
good for you,
one is
man.
like
Good for you.
I remember Robin Williams talking about that. Like he was the last person to see John Belushi alive, and he was hanging out with him in his hotel room or apartment or whatever. And yeah, he was like, man, we just do coke, man. Just do coke. Don't fucking mix this. And sure enough, that night he left, and next morning, boom, done, gone. Like, fuck, man.
Robin also
Fuck,
said
man.
that the cocaine like really fucked him up, and that's why he ended up having depression. Is because he was telling people like it's that 5-year stretch I did of coke. He said it just fucked my brain, and I understand what he's saying.
Yeah, or
mean,
Michael
what
J.
is that, like
Fox,
a-
or the rumors we hear.
Well, is it like it's a serotonin overload, right?
Yeah,
It almost might be like
they
a-
don't really understand the fucking brain that well either. Even the professionals don't really know how that exactly works. But
Right.
something like that, you're giving yourself too much dopamine and serotonin and all that shit.
I went to Dr. Drew rehab.
Dopamine. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Dopamine.
I went to Dr. Drew rehab at Los Encinas Hospital in Pasadena.
Oh wow.
He would come around.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Well,
Yeah, we love Dr. Drew. He's
I mean,
great on
I'm
Adam
just glad
Carolla.
I'm just glad that my mom didn't have to bury me. You know what I mean? I'm just glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my mom. She gave me life twice. Once the first time, and then she gave me CPR and saved my ass the second time. So
Okay, sure.
That's
Damn.
good. Twice.
Wow.
Yeah, she gave me CPR for 17 minutes. That's the only thing that kept me alive. I didn't even know that you could give CPR for that long. Like I didn't understand that. Like it's actually breathing for. She actually breathed for me for that long, dude. I thought like if you didn't start breathing after a couple of minutes, it was over. But apparently, they're doing the breathing for you by pumping your chest the whole time. So
Usually, yeah. Once the brain once you're having to do CPR, you only have supposedly what I've been told, like 5 minutes, and the brain just starts.
That's not the deal. That's not how it works.
Okay.
If you're doing that simulates like pumping the blood through your body.
Oh, so the brain's still working at that point.
There's some functions happening if you keep it going.
Okay, so brain damage does not instantly start happening as long as somebody's there to do the right thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So I thought the same thing. Like I always thought, like if they don't start breathing in a couple of minutes, just give up because it's over. But apparently, you just keep fucking doing it, dude, till whatever long time, because you can survive. So I did. From the time they found me to the time the fire department got there was 17 minutes, and she she was pumping on my chest the whole time to keep me alive. That's
She
fucking
probably would have done
amazing.
it for hours, dude. Hours, and people would have
Well,
had to like
a mom, yeah, a mom does that, right? But she was a nurse for 14 years, so she knew that. Like, I don't think even most people that do CPR even know that. So it's interesting.
I don't. Even in the office, like what ZDT was just doing, like they explain it like you only have literally X amount of time before everything starts going away. It's instantly misinformation. So knowing that, that's actually that's very good. That gives like a lot of people a chance that might be in that situation one day. Don't stop. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Nowadays you don't even have to breathe for them now. You know, they teach that all you do is pump on their chest. You don't even actually do the breath part now.
Just staying alive.
Staying alive. Yeah. To the beat of Staying Alive. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, yes. I remember that. You got to do CPR to the beat of Staying Alive.
No, hack ride. You weirdo. Quit picturing things in your mind that you shouldn't be.
Fucking hack ride.
Disgust me. You're a horrible guy.
You
disgust me.
That 90s time in LA was like a big heroin. And you know what? Like today, there was a point where it got to, we were going down to the place where you cop. If you didn't have the dealer come by, if the dealer wasn't around, whatever, and you're fucked up, like you got to get your shit. You go down to a place called Bonnie
Under the
Bray.
bridge, right?
You go to Bonnie Bray, which is like they had the balloons. All the balloons are in there, and they spit them out. And you buy balloons, and they spit the balloons out of their mouth. So you take the balloons that they hold spit out of your mouth, then you take it home, you unwrap it, and then it's like this nasty vinegar type of smell that.
Why do I know that smell?
When people talk
what
about
kind of vin?
This is tar heroin, not powder heroin. Powder heroin is a similar smell, but not as strong. So, and you could take this stuff, and I would either smoke it off of foil or do drops. And
that's what I did.
Chasing the dragon, as they say.
Yeah, or snorting the drops was really good. You would snort from an eyedropper. You'd sort of like, I didn't know how to do it, so I had to have another friend around. So I didn't have it all the time. I didn't know how to do to put it together and make the drops. My friend did that, and it had to do with like diluting it the right way. So anyway.
A lot of work in
boof it.
Yeah. No,
it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. If you'd have gave it to Kate Meany, she'd have just stuck it up her ass. So that's good you didn't do
What
that.
is boofing? I gotta know what boofing is. It's driving me nuts. Somebody explain, please.
You put drugs up your ass.
Yeah, boofing is just putting it up your ass.
What? He's turning into Ray DeVito.
Yes, that's exactly.
I'm the innocent one.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I have that.
What is boofing? No.
Please don't let me use my imagination. This can go so many directions. I'm immediately going towards buttholes and drugs.
Yeah,
Am
Ray
I wrong?
DeVito
Exactly
was
what it
asking Elise Edwards the other night. She was explaining what boofing was to him, and then she was like, an enema, explaining what an enema was. And he was like, so enemas don't go in your mouth? It was so fucking
Ray. Ray.
Absolutely.
God. He's such a child.
There's a reason it's waxy.
I'd actually
Gotta go
clip
right.
it. I'll send it to myself real quick.
So she's allegedly.
Right, I gotta pee real quick.
Have a good one. Well, we learned a lot of things today, guys.
Yeah. He left right when we're pretty much ending it here. So
yeah, I'm gonna go make my sushi rolls. I made some sushi rice. I make my own sushi. I had the shrimp frozen, fully cooked. They're now thawed, ready to go into the roll with the avocado, Persian cucumber, wasabi with a lovely short grain Calrose sushi grade.
you sound like a fucking chef. What's going on here, dude?
Dude, I cook
Yeah, what's your brand name?
like a motherfucker, bro. I'm gonna start doing cooking videos on my channel. Oh, let's see some Ray. He's so.
Enemas go in your mouth. All right, they go in your mouth.
Oh yeah, the enemas.
Enemas go in your mouth. All right, they go in your mouth.
He didn't know where the enemas went. He said, "Do the enemas go in your butt? In your butt?"
No, he just said it. He just said it like it was fact. Enemas go in your mouth. All right.
Enemas go in your mouth. Yeah, that was after he asked.
Enemas go in your mouth. All right, they go in your mouth.
Oh my God, he agreed with his chat. He's so fucking dumb. This is a 50
Yeah, it was funny. Come on.
50 fucking
No,
year
they
old
definitely
shit.
trolled him on that one. They got him with that one.
His fucking curb, dude. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him, man. He's Italian. He's really have a problem with that part.
He lays in the bit. He knows how to lay in the bit.
Man.
This fucking guy, this fucking kid.
Rainworms.
All right.
Stiff Richard in the
house. I'm gonna make sushi, and you guys go fuck yourselves. Thank you.
DDT.
Yeah, no, we're gonna wrap it
That
up
was
here.
abrupt. Okay.
No,
He's got sushi,
he's
dude.
taking off. When you were gone, he was explaining he's taking off, so it's all good. Anyway, anyone can go at any time. It's fine. Kenneth Pogue, why don't you go ahead and tell us all about the stuff you got coming up, man?
Okay. Well, at
plugs.
Up in the Air Show on YouTube, as it's scrolling there, so people can look at the scroll there. Yeah, I'll be doing morning shows before BS at 8 a.m., which I'm gonna have to wake my ass up at 6 a.m. every morning, which is fucking stupid. The reason why that started was because I woke up at 6 in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do an 8 a.m. stream before BS. And then Shuli pointed out, he's like, oh, nice, you got a pregame show for us. And I'm like, all right, well, now I have to fucking do it every day. But then I'll be doing my streams live from the bench at work, showing what you got to do, because not a lot of people get to see what jewelers do up close. You know, like
especially, right?
Yeah, so I'll do that midday, and then I hope to pretty regularly do a show at 8 p.m. It depends on like if you're doing a show or something. If somebody else wants me on their show, there's another show I'm supposed to be doing soon. It's Saturdays at 10, which is best for me. I think also Mondays at 8, but I think I'll do the Saturday one because I'm off on Sundays. I don't remember the name of the show right now, but they advertise themselves as an offensive podcast, and I like being offensive, so I will post that to my Twitter, and you can find that there. I'm working on some new music. I did do my Blues on the Balcony, which I obviously stole from John, but yeah, I like to play blues. I play guitar, I play ukulele, I play mandolin, I play drums, I play bass. Like I play several instruments. So I'm working on a new album though. I'm trying to. What's that?
I was saying you're a jack of all trades. You got it all going. That's a good thing. Keeping yourself busy.
Yeah. I love my creative outlets. So
that's right.
Yeah, that's basically
your comedy
it.
Going too, man.
Yeah, I got to get back to that, man.
Yeah, if you enjoy it, you should.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Well, thanks for coming on,
That's
Ken.
about it.
Yeah. Chops Talk. You got anything you wanted to plug, buddy, before we take off here?
Nah, buddy. Just happy to be here.
What did you think about our guest tonight?
I actually think this was like one.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fart on fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. I made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.